How do you define a rivalry? In the most intense of competitions, the rivalry defines you. A series steeped in tradition and rich with emotion. Those legends who have played in this passionate rivalry are forever remembered for their performance in the game.
Oh, my goodness. Goodbye. Hello, Heisman. Unbelievable. The kid's incredible.
It is something. Let's party, Columbus.
From the heated battles of Woody and Bo to the epic struggles of Cooper and Carr, coaches also carved their legacy in this game. Jim Tressel looks for a 5th straight win over the Blue today. For Rich Rodriguez, he hopes for an upset in his first game on the sideline of the greatest rivalry in all of sport. The Ohio State Buckeyes are 9-2 and defeated only once so far this year in Big Ten play. They've never won 5 straight against the Maize and Blue. As Jim Tressel leads them out, ESPN's presentation of college football on ABC is presented by Best Buy. Behind that group will be 27 seniors who will take the field at Ohio Stadium for the very first time today, for the very last time today. ESPN's presentation of college football is presented by Best Buy. Our matchup this afternoon, the Michigan Wolverines coming in to take on the 10th ranked Buckeyes of Ohio State. And welcome to Columbus, everybody, on a cold, dreary day. We're ready for a pretty good football game. If you think it doesn't mean much to both these teams, look at what happened about 25 minutes ago before the teams went to the locker room for the final time. A little bit of a rumble broke out. That was earlier. Now we're just about set for the game itself. Ohio State's got an opportunity still to go to the Rose Bowl if they win today and if they get help from Michigan State against Penn State later on this afternoon. As I bring in my ringside boxing analyst, Bob Greasy. Greasy, you've been in these kind of things before. Rivalry games are something special.
And you never forget them, and they are special. It's not the records, but the emotions that count in this ball game. The players play for themselves, obviously, and for their families, but more than that, for all the alumni, and in this case, for the entire state.
Well, you know, Michigan, I'm sure the kids have heard all week at 3-8 that they have no chance to win this football game, do they?
For Michigan to win, it's big plays and takeaways. Offensively, they're not strong enough to march the ball down the field. They need big plays. Defensively, they've got to take the ball away from the Ohio State, and special teams, they got to win that to get good field position so their offense doesn't have to go the whole way.
Well, speaking of the Wolverines, Stacey Dales is down where the team's about ready to come out.
Well, Brad, I'm here with the team. I was 100 feet up the tunnel with this Michigan group. Their coaches just told them to hold up. That's how eager they are to get on this field. They were supposed to wait a couple more minutes before they got out here, but I'm standing in the end zone with these players, and I talked to them this week. Defensive coordinator Scott Schaefer said, we're ready to go. You can throw all the records and goal implications out the window. We come to play this game every year, and their senior cornerback, starter, Morgan Trent, told me the reason I came to this university is to play in this game. Brad, they're ready to go.
The Michigan Wolverines and the Ohio State Buckeyes coming up for the 105th time. Our kickoff soon, but right now we go to Times Square studio and John Saunders. John?
Brad, thanks a lot. College football making some strange bedfellows on this day. Michigan State will actually be pulling for Michigan, and Texas will actually be pulling for Oklahoma later tonight. It's part of a very long day of college football here on ABC at 3:30 after Ohio State, Michigan. Penn State wins that game, they win the Big Ten. Michigan State wins it and gets some help. They got a shot to win it as well. Boston College, their own destiny in their own hands. And then tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern time, the big one, Texas Tech against Oklahoma. Texas Tech, if they win, they're going to the Big 12 championship game. If Oklahoma wins, we would have a 3-way tie with Texas. You'd have to go to the BCS poll, and the highest team would then go on to face Missouri in the Big 12 championship game. It's all coming up here today on ABC, but we begin things with one of the greatest rivalries in all of sport. Michigan and Ohio State, the Buckeyes looking to win 5 straight for the first time ever.
others don't, Nissan delivers. 0% financing on many of Nissan's most popular models. Nissan delivers. Attractive lease options on our full line of vehicles. Nissan delivers. A Nissan Altima or Rogue for only $199 a month. Or a brand new Versa for under $10,000. When you need it most, Nissan delivers.
The biggest lineup: Beyonce, Kanye West, Rihanna, Christina Aguilera, Jonas Brothers, an American Music Award, Coldplay, Alicia Keys, Miley Cyrus, Pink, history. Jimmy Kimmel hosts the 2008 American Music Awards, live tomorrow, 7/6 Central on ABC.
See a world of online possibilities with reliable high-speed internet on AT&T's advanced digital network. It's the fastest internet for the price with free Wi-Fi. Get fast access DSL with a 2-year price guarantee and no-term contract for as low as $14.95 a month. Switch from cable now and get $125 cash back on faster speeds. Plus, order online and get a free wireless gateway after rebate. Choose AT&T Fast Access DSL at home and get free access to the nation's largest Wi-Fi network with thousands of hotspot locations, including Starbucks. Who else can do that? Get fast access DSL with a 2-year price guarantee and no-term contract for just $14.95 a month. Switch now and get $125 cash back on faster speeds. Order online and also get a free wireless gateway after rebate. AT&T Fast Access DSL delivers your world online, at home, or on the go. It's just smart to get the fastest internet for the price with free Wi-Fi. The new AT&T, your world delivered.
A while ago, I was sitting around watching some football, and I saw commercial after commercial with trucks comparing themselves to the Toyota Tundra, saying it could tow as much as the Tundra or it could haul as much as the Tundra. One even said it had the same horsepower as the Tundra. I was convinced. I bought the Tundra.
Nothing compares to the Toyota Tundra with an available 381 horsepower V8 engine. Visit your local Toyota dealer today and get $6,000 total savings on new 08 Tundra Double Cab SR5 models. Toyota, moving forward.
No job is too small. Andy on Call can help.
This is ESPN Rivalry Week, presented by Samsung Mobile.
We get set for Ohio State and Michigan. Before we do, it's a great day for pneumonia. Let's go to Paul McGuire.
Hey, Brad, it's not so bad. You know, I've done a game here from the scoreboard and also from the press box and from the stands. And so today, I thought, well, I'd get on the cart with a little espresso and watch the game. But I didn't realize the intensity in this ball game. You saw it at the beginning with Michigan going right face-to-face with Ohio State. I'm telling you, before this game started, when these guys were warming up, they weren't even talking to each other, not even patting each other on the back. They didn't say a word until they saw Ohio State. This is going to be a heck of a football game. You want to talk about hitting? You're about to see it.
All right, stay warm, Paul. Jim Tressel trying for 5 straight. His team won the toss. They will receive. That's not something we normally see anymore. James Laurinaitis, one of 27 seniors, playing his final game at the Horseshoe today. Rich Rodriguez, first time he's been here since a JV game when he played for West Virginia back in the day. It's going to be a little different feeling this afternoon. Lamar Thomas is decked at about the 22-yard line. 19-yard return, and that's where Ohio State will go to work offensively. Let's take a look at our impact players brought to you by Best Buy. We mentioned James Laurinaitis, one of the greats to ever play here. His sidekick right next to him, Marcus Freeman. And in the back end, the leader, Malcolm Jenkins. He can block punts. He can steal passes. First time I think we've ever had 3 impact players all on defense, but that's what those guys are. First down, Terrell Pryor and company set up at the 22-yard line. Beanie Wells behind him. Fakes the handoff to Beanie, and he'll keep it himself. Pryor with that stiff arm, that patented stiff arm for a freshman. Got it out a pickup of about 3. Stevie Brown made the stop. And he is our city X factor, Terrell Pryor. Bob, it's the first time a guy has pretty much played the entire season as a true freshman since Art Schleister back in the late 70s.
And the thing that Michigan wants to do is not let him get outside the pocket, which is pretty much impossible to stop him from doing. He is 6'6", Brad. You mentioned that stiff arm. That's the first guy I've seen in a long time that brought him down on the perimeter one-on-one.
He got 3, second down and 7. The tight end nickel in motion now. It's Wells, and he's hit for a loss. That'll fire up the Michigan defense. Will Johnson, one of their captains, makes the stop. Our key matchup today, you know, Beanie Wells is always going to be involved when there's keys to a ball game. He averages 120 a game, missed 3 with that foot injury. Michigan's defense allows about 128 a game. That time they dropped him for a loss. So it brings up our first third down, 3rd and a long 7. 3rd in the Big Ten. Ohio State in their 3rd down efficiency, and Pryor will work from the shotgun with 3 wide receivers. Looking down the middle, waiting and firing late, but he got it there complete. And it's a first down throw out to the 38-yard line. Dan Satzenbacher pick up a 13.
Michigan went to a 3-man line and doesn't get much of a pass rush. And Pryor has all kinds of time. Look at the big hole. Steps up, and he's got great vision and just waits for Satzenbacher to run the curl. First down.
You know, there was actually perfect coverage on that play, and that was just an excellent play by Satzenbacher.
He went up and got it at the 39-yard line. Rubisky in motion on first down. And Pryor rolling left. Throwing that way, and it's intercepted. Picked off. Stevie Brown down the sideline.
Well, that's what I said, Brad, in the opening. Big plays and takeaways, and that's what Michigan defensively needed.
What a huge way for that small group up there in the left end zone to get a cheer out of Stevie Brown with the interception.
He just goes to roll to the right, and he just underthrows the ball. He had somebody right in his face and probably never saw the defensive back Brown.
Grace, that was Brandon Graham who just came up the field and just threw the tackle right at Pryor.
So Michigan's got a great opportunity on the road to strike first. First down at the Ohio State 13-yard line. Tough sledding, a yard or 2, and now we've got a little altercation going on. No penalty markers down. Malcolm Jenkins, remember, you saw him in the middle of that pile when there was the rumble 25 minutes before the game, and he comes out swinging on Greg Matthews. It's getting chippy early. And I think he just got warned. One more of those, and you'll be saying goodbye.
That's exactly right, because this Big Ten crew of officials knows that this is a rivalry game. They know the emotions are high.
Nick Sheridan again in the gun on second down. Here comes a blitz off the corner. He'll run it up the middle, and he's going to be stuffed. A loss of 2. Nader Abdallah made the stop for Ohio State.
This is a critical series for Michigan, Brad. As you mentioned, if they get in and get a touchdown here, this could go a long way the momentum of this ball game and the confidence for Michigan.
Brandon Miner and Carlos Brown with Sheridan in the shotgun. 3rd down and 10. They can get a first down inside the 3. Crowd deafening for this Ohio State defense. And a flag down. Mark Ortman, the left tackle, jumped early. This is going to make it really tough on him.
On the snap, false start, 71, 5 yards, 3rd down.
Now what you don't want to do is take any kind of loss, because it's not a chip shot field goal here either.
You know, another thing, Brad, is you can't allow these offensive linemen to just sit there for a long period of time. You've got to get the play, get up, and get going.
Let's see if they can get going as they're backed up now to the 18-yard line. Sheridan asking for the ball. Throws. Left side, nobody home. Laurinaitis with a big hit after the throw.
Well, Michigan's not going to beat Ohio State by throwing on 3rd and 13, 14 yards. Here comes Laurinaitis from the outside.
Oh.
It's a free shot.
And he took it.
I'd say. Casey Lapata will try a 35-yard field goal. As I said, no chip shot here on a cold day. Kick on the way, and it's no good. Michigan blew an opportunity to score first. Whoa, it's heating up in the first 5 minutes of the ball game at the shoe.
You're watching ESPN on ABC.
I'm gonna grab a light beer. You want one?
Nah, beer fills me up.
Hang on. Fills you up? Really? 2 hours of shoving pizza in your pie hole? Fills you up. Face full of dough and an armful of rocks. Fill you up. Polish sausage, Italian beef, Swedish meatballs, and the rest of the world tour here fills you up. But I'll tell you what doesn't fill you up. Bud Light. Because it has drinkability. A just right taste that won't fill you up. Bud Light. The difference is drinkability.
The Liberty Mutual Coach of the Year Award is given to the college football coach in each division who delivers results while demonstrating sportsmanship, integrity, responsibility, and excellence both on and off the field. Go to coachoftheyear.com and vote for the coach you think deserves to win in 2008.
At Ace, Santa's helpers are helping you plan ahead for the holidays. Wednesday through Monday, buy 100 count of mini lights for just $6.99. When it comes to holiday decorations, Ace is the place to find everything you'll need. Ace, the holiday helpful place.
At a time when others don't, Nissan delivers. 0% financing on many of Nissan's most popular models. Nissan delivers. Attractive lease options on our full line of vehicles. Nissan delivers. A Nissan Altima or Rogue for only $199 a month. Or a brand new Versa for under $10,000. When you need it most, Nissan delivers.
Monday, the two-night season finale event begins. The final three face off, and there will be one champion.
Everybody better get out of the way. That's my title.
ABC's Dancing with the Stars live two-night finale event begins Monday, 8/7 Central on ABC.
How did all this happen? It happened because you left, Jack. We need to protect the people that we left behind.
Where are we going, Mommy? We're going on vacation, baby.
People are trying to kill us.
Where are you going?
Let's go get them.
ABC's Lost. The premiere event arrives Wednesday, January 21st on ABC.
ESPN's presentation of college football on ABC, presented in high definition. From the Horseshoe, sold out. And I'm telling you, there's not much maize and blue in this building right now. And Ohio State had a turnover that didn't cost them points. Michigan's defense fired up on Beanie Wells. Tim Jamison with a hit and a loss on the play again. Big Ten standings coming in look like this. Penn State and Michigan State play in a game most of you will see on ABC following ours. If Penn State wins, they're going to the Rose Bowl. If Michigan State beats Penn State and Ohio State wins this one, they're going to Pasadena.
Ohio State's going, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Michigan State, of course, lost to Ohio State, a game we brought you earlier this year, and that's the reason that they would get the nod over Michigan State should the Spartans win later today. Loss of a yard, 2nd down and 11. And a whistle stops play, and I think Michigan took a timeout. They might have had either not enough on the field or...
Yeah, Thompson went over and just yelling at some of the coaches over there on the sideline.
Grace, one of the things that's happened, they're not getting the signals in. They're not getting them on offense fast enough, and they're not getting them on defense.
Well, the reason they were holding off, Paul, is because Ohio State offensively substituted real late, and Michigan wanted to match whatever Ohio State was going to do with what they wanted to do defensively.
John Thompson's a senior. Terrence Taylor, a senior. Will Johnson, a senior. They're all in that huddle over there, and what you really don't want to do on national television is go over and start barking at your coaches. And it's getting chippy even on your own sideline right now. That was Charles Stewart who was doing all the yakking on the sideline.
Well, the defense has done their part. Ohio State has had one series and they picked off a pass, set up the offense on the 13-yard line, which they couldn't get it in.
Pryor, here comes a blitz. He's trying to get away from it, giving ground and throwing it away. He did a nice job. Again, the stiff arm out there, or he'd have been dropped way back at the 4-yard line. So Pryor running for his life. And as Bob said, Michigan's doing their job.
Well, Michigan, like we said, big plays and takeaways. And for Ohio State, they are the better team. They are at home. They need just to be dominant. Go out and play their game, and they can beat Michigan. But not if they give the ball away like they did on their first possession.
They find themselves in another long yardage situation as well. 3rd down and 11. Wells and Sane there with Pryor, who took a low snap from center. Deep out. Got to the sideline, and Ohio State's got a punt.
Yeah, they've got Pryor rattled a little bit.
Yep.
Interception on his first possession. And now he doesn't get anything done on his second. And they're got him rattled a little bit.
Well, Grace, what they're doing is they're coming right up the middle at him. They are not allowing him to set in the pocket at all. So now he has to throw the ball way before he wants to.
And it puts A.J. Trapasso back inside his own 5-yard line. Martavius Odoms is back deep. High wobbly kick. Odoms with a fair catch and diving for it and dropped it. Ohio State's got it. Marcus Freeman, one of our impact players. I didn't think you could have this much action in 5 minutes without a score.
That's good. You know, Ness, I'll tell you what, that ball, the wind got the ball and dropped it straight down. He really had no chance of catching the football. Well, get out of the way. Get away from it.
This kid Odoms is one of 30 either freshmen, he's a freshman, a true freshman, or walk-ons that is on this travel roster here today for Michigan.
Marcus Freeman, he and Laurinaitis inseparable, and they play special teams. Michigan's turnover margin's getting worse. Ohio State 1st down at its own 49. End around, possibly. No, Pryor keeps it. And Michigan again does a nice job. He might have gotten 2, but they stayed home, and Brandon Harrison made the tackle.
Hey, Ness, I'll tell you, I'm standing here watching this. It was one of the most beautiful fakes. Pryor just fakes the ball, and Tim Jamison, number 90, the defensive end, just runs right by him. Doesn't even see the ball. It was absolutely perfect.
You could see it developing from up here. The only thing higher than our booth is the Goodyear blimp. And you could see that one coming a mile away from here. There you go. That's an even better shot of it. Thanks, guys. That is the shot.
Well, you guys are just a little bit above that, aren't you?
Yeah, just a little. Right on the midfield stripe, 2nd down and 8. Pryor, the play fake, sets. Gonna go deep. Got a man out there. Just overshot Brian Hartline.
Oh, and he had him, too.
Hartline had about 2 steps on Stevie Brown. Of course, Brown's made a big play already today on the interception of Pryor's.
He had a double post route. This man right here is going to go across, and he's trying to hit the inside post man. Just throws it. You see he's got it. If he throws it to the sideline, threw it too far down the field.
Pryor right now 1 for 5 with an interception. 3rd down and 8.
This is Pryor's first rivalry game, huh?
Yep. They're going to blitz. Pryor has time. Pumps twice. Now he's going to go down. The 45-yard line, Brandon Graham with his 10th sack of the year.
I'm going to tell you something. You guys got to look at this. When you take a look at it, look at the number of white shirts that are going to be around Pryor when they hit him. He has really no place to throw the ball. Well, watch these guys on the defense. They don't stop. Now, when it's about time when they hit him, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys.
Well, Paul, that's one area that Michigan is dominant, and that's in the defensive line.
2nd straight 3 and out. Trapasso to punt. Greg Matthews is back for Michigan. More experienced as a return man maybe than Odoms. He holds on to it anyway. He got tattooed pretty well over there at the 25-yard line. And again, they mix it up a little bit. No score in Columbus.
You're watching ESPN on ABC.
I'm sorry, my signing still isn't very good. I learned a new sign to show you. Merry Christmas.
This Christmas at Kay, save 25% on Bulova and selected fine watches. That's just one more reason Kay is the #1 jewelry store in America.
Do you like it?
Every kiss begins with Kay.
Taco Bell's new fully loaded nachos. With more seasoned beef and nacho cheese sauce, it has way more toppings than chips. So they're loaded to the last chip.
Pacific Life has been the power behind successful individuals for more than 140 years. Pacific Life's strength includes assets exceeding $100 billion. Ask your financial professional about how Pacific Life can help you reach your retirement goals. Pacific Life, the power to help you succeed.
I can make this dollar bill grow so huge, it'll weigh over 1 pound. Boom! It's huge. Pizzone for only $1.
Save me a bundle.
Right now, get a Pizzone for $1 when you buy any large pizza. Only from Pizza Hut.
ESPN College Football on ABC is brought to you by Best Buy. You happier. Bud Light, the difference is drinkability. Samsung Mobile, to predict the winning teams, text RIVAL to 43776 during rivalry week. And Nissan, when you need it most, Nissan delivers. There's OAR performed last night at the Newport Music Hall as part of the Bud Light concert series. It formed 10 years ago in Maryland. All 5 of those guys went to Ohio State. OAR, we used their music on the 2007 and 2008 College World Series, and they're jamming last night over at Newport Music Hall.
I think half the crew went over there.
I think so.
You went, didn't you?
I was in early.
I think Paul went.
This is a noon kickoff, remember. Sheridan, quick swing pass out to Carlos Brown. Brown broke 1 tackle and got across the 25, out to about the 26-yard line. Let's take a look at our Best Buy impact players for the Michigan Wolverines. Brandon Miner, he's going to have to be big today. Leads the team in touchdowns with 10. Brandon Graham, hey, he already had a sack on the last series. And Ubi Ize is their leading tackler. Sheridan, play fake. Wide receiver screen. That didn't develop very well. Odom's with the catch. He had Mike Massey, one of the captains, out there, but that ball was really too close to the defender when he threw it out there.
Michigan goes with the no huddle spread option offense. Sheridan looks over for the sign, for the signal, and relays it to the offensive line.
Nick Sheridan, as you see, a coach's kid. His dad with the Giants, facing a 3rd down and 6. Michigan only 30% on their 3rd down conversion, second to last in the Big Ten. They're not going to get this one either. Pass intended for Matthews is a one-hopper, and Michigan will have to punt. Tomorrow, you've never seen an American Music Awards lineup bigger than this, fellas. Don't miss performances by Beyonce, Kanye West, Rihanna, Coldplay, Alicia Keys, and many more. And the winners are all decided by you. Jimmy Kimmel hosts 2008 American Music Awards live tomorrow at 8, 7 Central on ABC with a red carpet that is special at 7 o'clock. I believe Bob Greasy's doing the red carpet special.
Yeah, I'll be there.
You'll be there. Here's Mesko with that rugby-style punt and another diving catch of a punt. This one successful by Brian Hartline. Ohio State with great field position on offense when we come back.
My name's Steven Suttles. I work at store 182 in Killeen. I really like working there on a military base specifically. You know, having a loved one away during the holidays, it really stinks. We got wives coming in. I just need that guitar game. Can you guys just get me the one with the guitar? The difference on being a military base is people aren't just buying gifts for just their husband or their wife. They're buying gifts for their husband or wife that they haven't seen in a year. They're buying gifts for their husband and their wife that this is the only time they get to spend with them. This is their shot right here. This is gonna be the best Christmas ever.
Scientific tests show that when one drinks Dr. Pepper slowly, one can truly relish the 23 flavors. Would that we could savor all our relationships, much as the conductor savors his chorale nocturna, slowly. Comments, caller?
Only one, Fraser. You never savored me slowly.
Well, Lilith, I guess I finally found the right icy doctor.
Fraser, I don't...
Slower is better. Trust me, I'm a doctor.
To help pay everyday bills when you're sick and can't work, Aflac gives you cash. Because these days, things can really add up. Aflac. Ask about it at work.
Woke up in a hospital. First thing I remember, I was changed. You have a calling, Hancock.
Life here can be difficult for me. I'm the only one of my kind. You deserve better. I will be better.
Hancock on Blu-ray High Def and DVD November 25th.
The Liberty Mutual Coach of the Year award is given to the college football coach in each division who delivers results while demonstrating sportsmanship, integrity, responsibility, and excellence both on and off the field. Go to coachoftheyear.com and vote for the coach you think deserves to win in 2008.
Seasonings greetings from your mates at Outback. Get a free $20 bonus card when you buy $100 in holiday gift cards.
In just one day, the 2008 American Music Awards, live tomorrow on ABC.
Well, so far this one's been like Dancing with the Stars. 1-2-3 kick. No good. Score with 7:28 to go first quarter. Great starting field position for Ohio State, though, to 46. Beanie Wells. Again, the hole is plugged immediately by John Thompson and Mike Martin. And the rest of that Wolverine defense. They've really played well so far today.
It's the defensive line, Ness, and you're absolutely right. That was number 68, Mike Martin, who is a true freshman that was in the backfield. They're not, the offensive line, they're just not making contact with these defensive linemen. They're moving fast.
Remember, Ohio State not only has a freshman quarterback, they've got a freshman center. Doesn't happen very often that battery are both true freshmen. There's what we've said. Besides the interception, it's been 3 and out.
Not much good there.
2nd down and 9. Wells to midfield, maybe to the 49. Brandon Graham involved in the tackle.
You know, Brad, this offense of Ohio State was supposed to be pretty good this year. Also, they had 9 starters returning from a team that went to the national championship game. They had a quarterback, Todd Beckman, who was the All-Big Ten quarterback last year. Beanie Wells at the beginning of the year was a Heisman Trophy candidate. And now look where they are.
10th in the Big Ten in yardage.
They got a freshman center, a true freshman center, and a true freshman quarterback.
And one's about ready to snap it to the other here in the shotgun. On 3rd down and 5. Pryor blitz from the back. Down he goes again.
Oh, that was Brandon Harrison, number 27. He had a free shot. Yes, I'm sitting here about 30 yards away from watching him come at Pryor. Pryor never sees him. He doesn't see him at all. Watch.
Take a look right here.
In the back. Here he comes. Look at this. Pryor's looking downfield. He never looks at him.
Never saw it. The defensive back that was covering the slot receiver was in bump, and he had a short way to the quarterback.
Trapasso to punt again, and this one not good at all, and out of bounds at about the 28-yard line. So Brandon Harrison, his 3rd sack of the year and his 50th game for the Wolverines, comes up with a big defensive play. Trapasso upset with himself on that kick. Everybody's mad at everybody. Glad we're all getting along. You know, so who am I for you? In 98, I set the series record for passing yards in a game with 375, but I lost the game. Who do you think I would be?
Yeah.
I would probably think maybe that'd be somebody like, well, I'm not going to guess. We'll tell you after the play. Nick Sheridan would love to pick up some passing yardage and win the game if at all possible. Oh, another big hit. Brandon Miner takes a shot as Gibson is over there in a loss of 2. Well, we asked you who set the record with 375 yards and lost in this rivalry game. I think you might know this guy. Tom Brady in a losing effort back in '98.
Oh, Tommy Brady.
He went on to play pro football, I believe.
He played for somebody. Won a couple championships.
Yeah. Sheridan on the run and incomplete, thrown behind his intended receiver, Odoms. And Sheridan's having a tough day.
I'll tell you what, that's got to be the toughest pass to throw in the world when you see laryngitis breathing down your neck and you know he's going to hit you. He is going to hit you. He's already hit you once in this ball game, and now he's going to try to lay you out again. It's unbelievable.
Laurinaitis playing in his final game here, and talking with him yesterday, the intensity and seeing him out there on the field today, you just get that feeling he's in for about a 20-tackle game.
That's not good. Average gain less than 1 yard.
Sheridan plenty of time and ran out of it in a hurry. Dexter Larimore with a sack. And Michigan will have to kick it. Well, if you like defense, you're loving this first 11 minutes.
Larimore, one of the 3 defensive linemen, only 3 rushing the passer, just beats the tackle, sack, defense wins again.
5 straight 3 and outs overall between the two teams now. Mesko to punt. Line drive. What a catch by Ray Small back there over his head and then bringing it the other way. And Small to about the 42-yard line. 53-yard kick. Take a look at the defensive line for Ohio State, and you look at the ESPN All-State Standings review. Alabama's got the weekend off, so does Texas. Texas Tech and Oklahoma getting together for a big one on ABC tonight. And, of course, Penn State, we mentioned, they play Michigan State following us. Most of you will see that game. If Penn State wins, they're going to Pasadena. If Michigan State wins and Ohio State wins this one, it would be the Buckeyes Rose Bowl bound. Simple as that. Beanie Wells got an opening, might be gone. Beanie, 20, 10, goodbye. Play from scrimmage this year for Ohio State. Beanie Wells, 59-yard touchdown. That got the crowd awake. Ryan Pretorius in for the extra point. It's good. So one play after a nice punt by Michigan. Finally, we have some offense in the person of Beanie Wells.
Jim Bowman, the offensive coordinator, got together and says, this is what they're doing. Watch the block that Cordo's going to get. Right up the center. Cordo pulls around, gets the block on the middle linebacker, and right up the middle.
Notice, Grace, that they ran that. This about the 4th or 5th time they've run that play, and it wasn't going anywhere. But this team, they know about Beanie Wells, and they know how good their offensive line is. And what they did is they just kept pounding it, pounding it, pounding it, and then finally Beanie Wells breaks it in the clear for the touchdown.
Beanie goes over 1,000 yards on that run. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons now for Beanie. It's Jim Bowman, the offensive coordinator in the white shirt.
You know, it took him a few series to find out what Michigan was doing defensively on first down and to come up with something to beat it. And they did.
And the ball is blown off the tee, so we'll try it again. Tee it back up. Sam McGuffey back deep. There's the games coming up tonight. Mentioned Beanie Wells now joins Antonio Pittman, Eddie George, Keith Byers, Tim Spencer, and Archie Griffin. Pretty good group as the only other Ohio State players to have 1,000-yard seasons back-to-back. They're going to have to maybe hold this thing, I think, or we might be here until Monday.
Oh, I thought you said it wasn't windy down there.
The guy doesn't know how to put the ball on the tee, all right?
Kick on the hop. Somebody's got to pick it up. McGuffey finally does. Oh, goodness. You can only hope he's okay.
McGuffey's a true freshman running back from Texas that started the first 5 or 6 games. I don't think he got hit like that last year in high school.
Austin Spittler may be the heir apparent to James Laurinaitis, and he just laid notice on McGuffey. Wow, what a hit.
McGuffey is now a senior.
He's not quite sure what he is right now, I don't think. Well, you wanted intensity. I guess we're getting it. Flags on the play. Bill Lemonnier is our referee.
Illegal substitution. Michigan, 12 men in possession. 5-yard penalty. First down.
It's too many. Rich Rodriguez saying to Mike Massey, you just didn't know, I guess, what the call was. Watch the hit on McGuffey. That is a McGuffey sandwich.
The only good thing about that is he had to see it coming from both sides.
Brandon Minor on the inside for about 4. Cameron Hayward made the stop defensively. Hayward, just a young guy too, played mostly as a starter a year ago, just a sophomore. Craig Ironhead, Hayward's son, and he is going to be one of the greats, they think, by the time he's done at Ohio State. Can play both defensive tackle and defensive end. 2nd down and 11. Minor to the 30, maybe the 31-yard line. Let's head into Times Square Studio, New York. Here's Matt.
Thanks, hi, everyone. I'll keep you updated on what's happening throughout the nation, starting with this Taco Bell update. Joe Tiller coaching his final game at Purdue, and on his old Oaken bucket list is Indiana. His Boilermakers playing like they want to get it to him. Curtis Painter with his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. They've scored on each of their 4 possessions, 24-0.
Whoa, Grease.
Joe Tiller's last game.
Well, we wish Joe good luck in retirement.
Yeah.
Sheridan on the run. Throwing late, and it might be intercepted. Marcus Freeman. Did he get it, or was he out of bounds?
I think they said he was out of bounds.
There's Laurinaitis and Freeman. You don't see 33 without number 1. You don't see number 1 without 33. Doesn't matter if they're on the field or if they're going to class or they're rolling around campus or they're in the football offices. That was a heck of an attempt. He never did catch it, but.
Well, the other thing, too, is Sheridan hasn't thrown the ball correctly yet when he's running with the football to throw it. He's got to sit back and throw the ball in the pocket.
Excuse me, a little late.
Here's the punt. Nice one back to the 14-yard line. Ray Small, who had been suspended from the last couple of games, back in there as a return man. 55-yard kick that time. That's one weapon that Michigan's got. He's a good punter.
Exactly. I was just going to say, you looked at that graphic, Michigan 3 and out the most this year in college football. Doesn't give their defense much time to rest. In fact, some of those guys, when they go off the field, they don't even go back to the bench.
Right.
They just stand, turn around, take a knee, and then they get ready to come back on.
Michigan doesn't have a first down. We've got 2 minutes, 24 seconds left in the first quarter. Ohio State doesn't have many first downs either, but they got a 59-yard touchdown by Beanie Wells. Here comes a blitz. Beanie was hoping to get through there and maybe go for another long gainer. Let's check in with Stacy.
Well, Brad, as with any big game, you see some notable people on the sideline. Take a look at Chris Carter joining the Ohio State fellas. Obviously played here. Now an analyst with us at ESPN. And, guys, he's been giving pep talks throughout the course of this first quarter. And he's been as excited as the other players on this team. It almost looks as though he wants to be in a uniform again, guys.
Yeah, he's talking to Ray Small right now. One of the greats ever to play. He and Randy Moss with the Vikings, one of the great tandems ever. Notice Sports Illustrated this week, our old buddy Lynn Swann and John Stallworth voted the #1 receiving duo ever in NFL history. Here's Chris Wells again. And he's close to the first down. Got to about the 31-yard line. Picked up 5. Well, Beanie knows about playing well against Michigan. How about last year? His career high, he went for 226. As Ohio State won their 4th in a row, 39 carries, including 2 touchdowns. He's off to a good head start. I like where the linemen come over. You know, you got through the tackle, you got in the end zone. Your lineman comes over, headbutts you about 6 times. Yeah. That's a great replay.
You get hit by all those funny helmets, and then you come over and your own guy hits you.
Here's what we were talking about, the group that he has joined. Very illustrious group of running backs that Beanie's joined with that touchdown run. a few minutes ago. Here he comes again on 3rd and short. Looks like he's got it.
You know, when you watch him from down here, him being Beanie Wells from down here on the field, Ness and Grease, he does a lot of hopping. And we were talking to the offensive coordinator, Jim Bowman, the other day, and he just said, you know, if you look at him, he's got great feet for a big man. He's got excellent speed, but when he sees a hole, he can hop to it and get back in and out.
You know, I don't know of anybody that plays football or any given sport that doesn't have good feet. Quarterbacks have to have good feet. Linemen have to have good feet.
Dan Herron in there right now. So Herron giving Beanie Wells a little breather here and gets up off the bottom of the pile without his hats. It'll give Beanie a little extra time because that's going to be the last play of the first quarter.
We can do it right here.
As Chris Wells is the only guy that's put points on the board today. Beanie from 59 to make it 7-0 Ohio State at the end of one.
Black hot half cup of coffee, please.
Excuse me?
Can I get a black coffee?
Black coffee.
Thank you.
Where to go?
Video next, please.
What?
They got a video next, please.
English. Got it. How does that make you feel?
What is it, bollocks?
What?
That's disturbing, Ozzy.
Make yourself heard with the full QWERTY keyboard Samsung Propel.
At a time when others don't, Nissan delivers. 0% financing on many of Nissan's most popular models. Nissan delivers. Attractive lease options on our full line of vehicles. Nissan delivers. A Nissan Altima or Rogue for only $199 a month. Or a brand new Versa for under $10,000. When you need it most, Nissan delivers.
Monday, the two-night season finale event begins. The final three face off, and there will be one champion.
Everybody better get out of the way. That's my title.
ABC's Dancing with the Stars live two-night finale event begins Monday, 8/7 Central on ABC.
Tuesday, January 6th.
Nobody died!
The Doctors of Scrubs have found a better place to operate.
Sorry, it's perfectly natural.
That was you. Scrubs, all new episodes premiering Tuesday, January 6th on ABC.
If a thick burger packs a punch, this one's a kick to the shins. Introducing the quarter-pound Little Thick Burger. It's a thick burger, but little. New at Hardee's. Jock. Jockey. Introducing the quarter-pound Little Thick Burger. It's a thick burger, but little. New at Hardee's.
CarMax, the way car buying should be.
Welcome back to Michigan, Ohio State. College football lives here.
That's part of the maybe 200 Michigan fans allowed in here. You can see it's all scarlet and gray at the Horseshoe. We start the second quarter, 7-0 Buckeyes in front. Herron stays in there in the backfield behind Terrell Pryor, and flags start the second quarter.
Prior to snap, false start, 70, offense, 5 yards. Still second down.
Bryant Browning, the right tackle. And you can see no first downs for Michigan. In fact, no yards for Michigan.
Yes, there's a lot of John going on down here between the defensive lineman and the offensive lineman. I guess maybe that's just to keep warm.
Yeah, it started way before kickoff, and they're still talking. Pryor, quarterback draw. Broke one tackle and got bopped out of bounds at about the 39-yard line. Well, one play makes a difference. We always say every week makes a difference, especially if there's an upset. One play's made a difference in this ball game so far.
And Beanie Wells, you know, the defenses are winning this ball game. They seem like they're stopping everybody except for Beanie Wells on one play, and that's the game.
I know I would be frustrated if I was a Michigan defender because you said they've been out there all day. And they haven't had anything to show for it because their offense can't do anything.
Well, when your offense goes 3 and out, and they've done that on 4 possessions, your defensive line and the rest of the defense doesn't get much chance to rest.
Beanie Wells still getting a rest. 3rd down and 4. Here comes a blitz. It's picked up, and Pryor, perfect throw to Ballard as tight end for the 1st down. Boy, you talk about picking up a blitz. Ohio State did a marvelous job right there. Let's check in with Pablo down there on the sideline. Are you warm?
I'm warm, Ness. These guys are keeping me hot. I'll tell you what, it's the first time that Pryor actually set his feet and then looked downfield and didn't look at the defensive guys. Apparently, because all of the offensive guys picked up the guys that were blitzing. This guy's just got to calm down a little bit. He's going to be fine.
He has been fine all year long for a true freshman. Pretty marvelous first season. Wells. And again, Michigan has his number and a loss of 1. Obieze, the linebacker, made the stop. Terrell Pryor flustered in the first quarter. This is the interception to Stevie Brown. And when they weren't doing that, they were trying to wrap him up and sack him, which they were able to do. And especially in that backside, Brandon Harrison blitz off the corner. 8th play of the Ohio State drive. And a 2nd down and 12. The Buckeyes at their own 47. Nice play fake, and Pryor wants it all. Going long, got a man and got him. Touchdown, Hartline. Paul said Pryor's going to be fine if he just calms down. He calmed down and threw a rocket right here. 53 yards, right on the money.
Just a little post pattern, man coverage. The middle is free. It's a great throw there.
Sure was. His 11th touchdown pass of the year. Ryan Pretorius in for the point after. 2 plays have made this ball game for Ohio State.
Give credit to Jim Bowman and Jim Tressel. Tressel calls the plays. Bowman is the offensive coordinator upstairs. They found out what Michigan was doing. They set it up. They told the quarterback it's going to be there, and he executed it.
All trucks give you horsepower. All trucks give you torque. They all give you tow packages and beefy V8s. All trucks give you power. No one does it with less gas. No other full-size pickup has better fuel economy. Chevy Silverado, America's best truck. And now J.D. Power and Associates' highest-ranked large pickup in initial quality.
You have to say yes to everything. I wasn't open to stuff, and now I am, and things are changing for me.
On December 19th.
We're gonna fight or what? Yeah, we're gonna fight.
If I win, I get to take that pretty girl of yours to a ball.
That is so nice.
Every pretty girl deserves to go to a ball.
Jim Carrey.
I never had a Red Bull before, but I had a Red Bull last night. I really like Red Bull.
Yes, man. Rated PG-13. Starts December 19th.
Your kids give you more than they'll ever know. For Dada.
Here.
For Daddy.
Happy Father's Day, Dad.
For Dad. For Pops. And for the love your kids give you, there's one special gift. Life insurance from New York Life ensures your loved ones will always be taken care of. With 163 years of financial strength, it's the most selfless gift you can give. New York Life, the company you keep.
In one day, you've never seen an American Music Awards lineup bigger, hotter, and sweeter than this. With performances by Beyonce, Miley Cyrus, Kanye West, Rihanna, Christina Aguilera, Jonas Brothers, Mariah Carey, Coldplay, Alicia Keys, New Kids on the Block, Pink, Taylor Swift. Plus, a special appearance by Aerosmith, Steven Tyler, and Joe Perry.
Can you believe it?
Jimmy Kimmel hosts the 2008 American Music Awards live tomorrow, 7/6 Central on ABC.
We have to go back, Kate. We have to go back!
ABC's Lost, the premiere event, Wednesday, January 21st on ABC.
A 78-yard drive, the big chunk, 53 yards. Terrell Pryor to Brian Hartline for the touchdown. 14-0, Ohio State. Sissoko mishandles the kick and then got crunched at the 15-yard line. Oh, man, we have seen some hitting on special teams today.
Well, when you get your running game going, that's how you can open up things in the passing game. Take a look here. You got 4 Michigan guys on the defensive line. You got 3 more linebacker. Then they sneak the safety up. That leaves this whole field, the center of the field, open to throw the football. Beanie Wells starts running. They put 8 guys up to stop the run. It's just good calling. It's just good offensive play. Jim Tressel's the offensive guy, made that call. Good play.
Aaron Gant was the guy shaken up on the special teams. He was involved in that big hit on Sissoko on the kick return, and they're helping him off the field. It's Terrell Pryor congratulating his offensive lineman. That's a smart quarterback. I don't care if you're a freshman or not.
You got that right.
Go up and tell the big eaters, thanks, guys. I got time on that one.
I think they'll be carrying a lot of guys off the field today.
From the 17, the end around. Odoms. They try to get the ball in the true freshman's hands because he can be electrifying at times. Let's check in. Matt Weiner, New York.
All right, Brad, Verizon Wireless gets us this update on West Virginia still in the Big East race in Louisville today. This is Pat White weaving his way through the Cardinal defense. 66 yards here. He's up over 5,000 rushing yards for his career. His 94th career touchdown ties it up. Mountaineers moving the ball again in Louisville.
I hate to say it, but I bet you Rich Rodriguez wishes Pat White was with him here today. Loss of a couple on the play. Carlos Brown hit by Marcus Freeman again. Time right now for trivia question for the week. Who was the first band to perform the script Ohio?
Well, wouldn't that be the Ohio State band?
That's like, what's that punchline to Shay's joke? The big red truck or whatever? I assume that's an easy one.
Yeah.
We'll get the answer for you later. And the throw intended out in the flat for Odoms and too high. Michigan having all kinds of trouble on offense. Well, I can't say they're having trouble on offense. There is no offense.
Well,
right
they haven't made a first down yet.
Nope.
And I tell you, Ohio State has been in every perfect defense for every play that Michigan has called.
This has been the best part of the Michigan team today, the punting unit, including Mesko, who had a 55-yarder. This one not quite so good. Fair catch taken up the 45 by Ray Small. Great field position again. Ohio State's winning on the scoreboard, and they're winning on the field position as well.
You're watching ESPN on ABC.
Hope I don't miss work this Christmas.
Yeah, how will you pay for things like food, electricity,
dental bills?
Gadzooks! You need a backup plan. That's why we have Aflac.
So I'll have cash to help pay bills.
Right, but what if you're still not better by Christmas?
Aflac, ask about it at work. Rudolph's better. But now Blitzen's sick.
Red 47.
I'm comfortable in jeans that are tough. I'm comfortable in jeans that last. I'm comfortable in Wrangler. Real comfortable.
Wrangler 5-star premium denim jeans. Built tough with long-lasting heavyweight denim. Built comfortable with relaxed fit. Satisfaction guaranteed. Wrangler, real, comfortable jeans. The all-new Chevy Traverse. Seats 8 passengers and offers an EPA estimated 24 miles per gallon highway. It's not a myth. It's everything you've ever wished for. And then some.
ESPN College Football on ABC. Brought to you by the 2009 Cadillac CTS. Samsung Mobile. To predict the winning teams, text RIVAL to 43776 during Rivalry Week. And Wrangler, makers of Wrangler's 5-star premium denim jeans.
There's the Skull Session over at St. John's Arena. About 2 hours before every home game, there's a drumline show going on in the entrance. Band comes in, team comes in, follows in behind them. Always a packed house. And then you head over to your tailgate party. Unless you're playing football, you walk across to the stadium, into the horseshoe, into the locker room, and then out in the scarlet and gray as you look down from the Goodyear blimp on a sold-out Ohio Stadium. The 105th renewal of the Wolverines and the Buckeyes clashes that started in 1897. Beanie Wells. Thought Beanie was going to try a hurdle job over there at the 48-yard line, which he's hurt, prone to do this year, and he's slow hurt. Getting up. That's not a good sign. Maybe he should have hurdled the defender, and he says, "Now get out of here. I'm okay." Well, he knows how to get up in the air. Take you back to a week ago against Illinois. Watch this one. And whoop. I think if he'd have done that there, he wouldn't have gotten tagged on the knee so hard. Oh, he didn't get high enough. He tried to.
Yeah, he was about halfway.
Our producer, Bob Goodrich, all over the top of that one. I didn't realize he had that great a shot. He tried to get up there. He just didn't make it. He's got the first down run, though, off the left side. And Ryan Van Bergen made the top tackle. Chris Wells, you know, everybody talked about Beanie probably being in the Heisman hunt at the beginning of the year, but then came the injury that kept him out of 3 games. He's limping around out there a little bit still, and he's going to come out of the ball game now, and Herron will take his place. But those 3 games probably took away his Heisman hopes, but certainly it didn't take away from a brilliant year that he's had again despite those injuries. Ohio State's had a load of running back Heisman guys in their past years. There's Herron, the youngster in the group, the redshirt freshman, a lot smaller than Beanie, 5'10", 193, brought down by Stevie Brown.
You just have the feeling that this offensive line and Tressel over here calling the plays, they're going to wear out Michigan's defense. Again, like Grease said before, even in the first quarter, this defense has been on the field a long, long time.
10:25 remaining in the first half. Talked about Ohio State. Vic Janowitz was the first. Hopalong Cassidy came along and won the Heisman. Archie won a couple, the only guy to win 2, and Eddie George in 95. Here's a draw play to Herron. Sneaky little play. Got down to the 35-yard line, picked up 5 more. Mike Martin made the tackle again. Martin's been in on a lot of plays today from his defensive line spot.
And he's going to have a lot of opportunities too. That's because they can't get him off the field.
Yeah. There's Beanie's career numbers, including 30 touchdowns. Came in the number 5 rusher and has passed Keith Byers today to 4th. In fact, that 59-yard touchdown, that's how many he was short of moving into the number 4 spot, and he did it all in one chunk.
There you go.
3rd down and 3 at the 35 of Michigan. Here's the pitch. And they're not going to let Herron get to the corner.
Good
He's
defense,
brought down at the line of scrimmage. Charles Stewart made a nice play. Well, a few minutes ago we asked you our Trivia question. The Duck didn't talk that time. Who was the first band to perform the Script Ohio? Well, you figure it's the Ohio State Marching Band, right?
Yep.
No, you'd be wrong, my friend. 1932, the Michigan band did it at halftime against Ohio State. There's how it looked in 32. Now, we're on the wrong side of the field, but you understand, there's the O, there's the O. Grease has drawn the H and the I for us. There's the H and there's the I there, and the double dotted I there, two guys. So Michigan's band actually did Script Ohio before Ohio State's band did. Ohio State takes a timeout with 8 minutes, 49 seconds remaining in the first half, and there is the Michigan band. And as I mentioned, that's about the only maize and blue in this facility today. And here was Script Ohio from this morning, dotting the I, Matthew Heller from Ravenna, Ohio, and he did one heck of a job. Paul tried out for this last year, I think, when we were here, when it was homecoming, and Paul was named the homecoming king, and he was warming up. The only problem with Paul, sometimes he gets backwards. He dotted the wrong end of the I. He's trying anyway.
This older gentleman comes up to me and he was like, my grandkids have moved away. Their father is a missionary in Africa. And I said, how would you like to see your grandkids opening their presents as they're opening their presents Christmas Day? And I showed him webcams. And he just kind of looked at me and he was like, webcam? What's a webcam? You can see them and you can talk to them. He was just amazed. He had no idea that technology could work like that. It was awesome.
The Cadillac Red Tag event. Right now, you'll find unprecedented values on our best-selling luxury models. From the award-winning Cadillac CTS to the legendary Escalade, now's the time to move up to Cadillac. During the first ever Cadillac Red Tag event, the price on the tag is the price you pay, providing incredible values like this. See your Cadillac dealer.
You know, scientific tests have proven that when you drink Dr. Pepper slowly, the 23 flavors taste even better. Hey, I get it, because half my life's been in slow motion. Watch this.
Okay, folks, here we go. High ball game. He bows to the doctor. He puts up a 30-footer.
Slower is better.
Are you kidding me?
Trust me, I'm a doctor.
That was good, Dr. J, right there.
I don't know. Maybe you should have been the blonde.
Maybe you should just listen to the game.
Maybe if you shaved your legs like me, the sneak-in would have worked.
Maybe if you hadn't lost our season tickets in a lawsuit because you got cheapo insurance, we'd be inside the stadium, watching the game, dressed like men. Huh?
I don't want to get into this she said thing.
Getting cut-rate insurance to save a little money could end up costing a lot. Call an Allstate agent today for a free Good Hands coverage checkup. Are you in good hands?
The Holiday Classic at Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, Tuesday, 8/7 Central on ABC.
Ohio State took a timeout to talk this fourth down over. 4th and 3, and they'll go for it at the Michigan 35-yard line. In the gun, Terrell Pryor. Will they blitz him? They will. And he's going to go deep. Man out there. Robisky. No flags. Morgan Trent battling with number 80 out there, and it's incomplete, and Michigan takes over. Boy, they needed that play.
They did. I tell you, down here, it looked like a little bit of contact now by both guys.
This is single coverage, Paul, one-on-one. You got Robisky against Trent Morgan, or Morgan Trent, excuse me.
Robisky had to slow up for the ball, and then they got tangled up, and I guess that's a pretty good call.
Yeah,
just leave it alone.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There was nothing there.
Here comes that powerful offense.
Yeah, well, the defense isn't sitting down. Well, there's one guy that sat down. He hurried over to sit down.
He's the one that had to run the longest.
Yeah.
First down for Michigan. Sheridan throws back across his body, and they are going to say complete, apparently, at the 41-yard line. Nope. Now they come in from the back and make the call.
Yeah, Michigan's had the ball 5 possessions, and 5 times they've been 3 and out.
Well, coming up later today when we're done, Penn State can get a trip to Pasadena. They can get by Michigan State. College football presented by Best Buy as part of Rivalry Week presented by Samsung Mobile on ABC. 3:30 this afternoon. Most of you are going to see that one when we're done. Sheridan, oh, that's a dangerous throw, and it's incomplete anyway. Odom's the intended receiver, and Kurt Coleman, who has had really a whale of a year from his safety spot, made the hit.
Kurt Coleman never even looked at the ball. All he did was look at the offensive receiver, and he took a line and nailed him.
Kurt, a junior out of Dayton, Ohio, and had a huge game last week in the victory over Illinois. 11 tackles, a career high, and he had an interception. If he'd have turned around, he might have had another one right there. 3rd down and 10, Michigan. This one is complete. Oh, Donald Washington makes the tackle, and they gave him the forward progress to the 1st down, or so it appears.
I'll tell you, this was an outstanding play by Odom just to maintain his balance and end up picking up the 1st down, because he was going down, went down on his hand, got himself back up straight, and picked up the 1st down.
The first down for Michigan on the day, and it comes with 8:25. The clock now down to 8:17 remaining in the 1st half. Took them a long time, but now they've got decent field position. Remember, they had an opportunity early in the ball game on an interception to get points, and they missed a field goal. So it's 14-0 Ohio State. Carlos Brown. And Brown got about 3 out to the 48-yard line. Our aerial coverage as you look from way up above the horseshoe, brought to you by Goodyear. Get there on triple tread technology. Goodyear blimp giving us a great shot on a gloomy day and a cold day. The sun was out this morning. We expect that the best temperature we'll see is about 36 if we're lucky.
How are the heaters doing in the booth?
They are marvelous heaters.
It's a little warm up here, Paul.
Yeah, we're thinking about taking our top coats off.
Yeah.
2nd down, Sheridan in trouble, and he swallowed back at the 40-yard line. And Laurinaitis is there and Freeman's there. Rich Rodriguez knows that the season could be defined by what happens here today.
It's this year's team's last impression of our football team. And so a lot of times your last impression is your longest one and your lasting one. And I don't want our players to be defined on one game. I never do. I never will. But at the same time, this one is important because of that last impression.
Well said, Coach. So far, not very well played, I'm afraid. 14-0, Ohio State. Sheridan all by his lonesome in that backfield. Fires it deep out. Nice throw. Out complete. Not going to be enough for the 1st down, I don't think. Awfully close, though. About a foot shy. 14-yard pickup.
This is one of those areas where Michigan has sent the punt team in before, and Mesko is running for a 1st down.
They're just going to go for it here.
A couple times, yeah. And why not?
Yeah, why not?
Last game of the year.
Last game.
Nothing to play for.
No. There will be no bowl game. It's the first 8-loss season in Michigan history. If you didn't know that, Sheridan straight ahead for the 1st down. Never happened before that they had lost 8 games. They have never lost 5 straight to Ohio State.
Rodriguez, and when he was at West Virginia, his first year was a 3-8 year.
Yep.
And after that, they got better and better and better and better until last year. He was 1 game away from going to the national championship game.
It was 8 wins or more every year after that first season. Now the ground game of Brandon Minor. And he might have the 1st down on that run. Tough run by Minor. Coming up in about 5 minutes and 40 seconds. Capital One halftime report. John and Craig and Doug will be along with the other highlights going on in these early games today. And, of course, a look ahead to the all-important Oklahoma-Texas Tech game tonight. Michigan, this is their best opportunity since that interception to try to do something about the score. Play action, the quick throw. Odom's forgot to take the ball with him. Well, he was running fast.
That's a play that Rodriguez likes. It's this little kid Odoms is a true freshman, as we mentioned, can really pick him up and lay him down. A lot of quickness, a lot of speed, and when you get the ball out there in space, he hopes that the guy can beat the other guy.
Well, you know, Grisha said little guy. He's 5'9", he weighs 168 pounds, but the most important thing he has to learn is to catch it first.
10th play of the Michigan drive. 2nd and 10. They'll come back with the running play that got him a big one, and it's got him another big one. Minor. Did he get there? Almost. Brandon Minor to the 1-yard line. 32-yard run. Same play. He picked up a first down a couple of plays ago.
And I like coming back and running the same play, Brad. If it works for you once, run it again.
There's outstanding blocking on the right-hand side of the screen. Just take a look at it, and then he gets an excellent lead block. Once he gets in the secondary, there's really nobody back there but the safety to knock him out of bounds.
Is that blimp shot a great replay or what? Perfect view of what Paul was talking about and Bob was talking about as well. And Michigan's going to take a timeout. They don't want to mess up an opportunity at the 1-yard line here with 5 minutes and change remaining.
I think they're taking a look at this up in the replay booth, Brad. And what they're trying to see, great running there and good blocking, is maybe he got in, maybe he didn't. No, his foot.
I think they got it right the first time.
I think you're right. When his foot hit where the ball was, when his right foot hits out of bounds.
Yeah, they might actually spot it back at the 2 instead of the 1.
No, it's not where his foot goes out of bounds. It's where the ball is when he goes out of bounds.
The ball is right. The ball should be at the 1-yard line where it is there. It's not. You're going to see the ball is out in front of him there at the 1.
I think the ball and the foot are in the same spot is what I'm saying.
It's about right. It's about 1.5, 2.
And they've had a tough day, Ness. All right, give it to them.
Absolutely. I'm not trying to take anything away from Brandon Minor. That was a heck of a run.
Hey, Brad,
anytime Michigan gets first down, I'm happy because the score's getting closer.
The ruling on the field is confirmed. The runner was out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
I think it's going to leave it alone.
Hey, Ness,
so they do give it to him.
If Paul says one thing and you say another, I'm going with you.
Thank you.
Because I know.
Wait a minute. I said the 1. He didn't. You little brown noser.
You down there on the line of scrimmage, Paul?
He almost is.
Yeah.
I'm right on it.
First and goal. Brandon Minor, the tailback, gets the call and a head-on collision, and he lost a little bit on that one.
Now that's a good call defensively.
Hey, Nessler, do you talk about Freeman a lot? Marcus Freeman? Watch this. Here's your guy coming down.
Well, that's
bang, bang, and on the bottom.
Paul, that's why when you run that play, you always have a tight end over there. They didn't have a tight end to that side. It was open, and he just came right off the tackle.
Hey, Paul, now they're at the 2-yard line.
Thanks.
2nd down and goal. Michigan trying to cut the lead in half. The toss to Minor this time. He's not going to get there again unless second effort. Nope. His knee touchdown. Now they got 3rd down and a bunch. Loss of about 5.
This almost tells you the story of Michigan's season right here. You had a long run to get down to the 1-yard line. You couldn't get it in. You run 2 plays and you lose 6, 7 yards. Take a look. Toss to the right. All the red shirts out there. Just good defense. You had it on the 1-yard line, and now you got it back on the 6 or 7-yard line.
3rd and goal at the 7. Matthews and Savoy to the top of your screen. Sheridan in the gun. They're going to blitz him. Minor on the carry, and he might get there this time. No, he won't. Run out of bounds by Jenkins and Coleman.
You know, we watch a lot of teams, how they tackle on defense, and a lot of them don't tackle very well. Well, this Ohio State team, they do tackle very well. And I'm not talking just about the linemen and linebackers. Here comes number 2, Jenkins. Watch this. He's a corner. And when Jenkins, the corner, fills.
4th and goal. Minor. Touchdown, Michigan. It took them 4 cracks from the 1. They backed up a couple times, then went forward, and finally Brandon Minor from a yard out.
That kind of tells you about Michigan's offensive season so far this year. The little truck that couldn't do it and finally got it done.
Lapata in for the point after with 2:51 left in the half. It's good. A 65-yard drive in 14 plays. For Brandon Minor, a major run to get Michigan close. And finally, after struggling on 4th and goal, number 4 takes it the final yard. 14-7.
You girls have fun.
It's time to unleash your inner Santa. Head to Santa's other workshop, the Home Depot, the one place with everything you need to make your home festive, inside and out, all at guaranteed low prices, now even lower. Bring the holidays home for less at the Home Depot.
The Liberty Mutual Coach of the Year award is given to the college football coach in each division who delivers results while demonstrating sportsmanship, integrity, responsibility, and excellence both on and off the field. Go to coachoftheyear.com and vote for the coach you think deserves to win in 2008.
Staying in touch with friends can be tough. But if you have Looped from the App Store, you know what they're up to, where they are, and if they want to grab lunch. That's the iPhone. Solving life's dilemmas, one app at a time.
Seasonings greetings from your mates at Outback. Get a free $20 bonus card when you buy $100 in holiday gift cards.
Partner, let me upgrade you. Partner, let me upgrade you. Flip a new page. Introduce you to some new things and let me upgrade you to the best channels in HD. Only on DirecTV. Upgrade you. I'm talking about the hottest channels, not that HD lineup you get with cable. DirecTV, now that's a good look. Let me upgrade you, grade you.
Get the most TV for the money, and now lock in your price until 2010. Call 1-800-DIRECTV.
Brandon Minor, his 11th touchdown of the year, his 9th rushing, has cut the Ohio State lead in half, 14-7. 14-play drive for Michigan. As Bob said, that's the story of this season. They've had to earn everything. Took them 6 minutes almost to go 65 yards, and they converted 2 4th and 1s on that drive, including the touchdown. Kick is way short at about the 18-yard line. Lamar Thomas trying to get away. They won't let him, and dropped at about the 30-yard line. Zach Johnson made the stop on the special teams. Coming up tonight, we mentioned it earlier, should be a dandy in Norman. Number 2 Texas Tech taking on the hometown Sooners. Saturday Night Football presented by Southwest Airlines, part of Rivalry Week presented by Samsung Mogul on ABC tonight at 8 o'clock.
What do you think, Ness? Do you think it's going to be an offensive shootout?
Oh boy, I think so. I think Oklahoma can shoot just as much as Texas Tech can, though. Yeah. And they don't lose at home much.
No, they don't.
Not under Bob Stoops, anyway. Beanie Wells puts his head down and barrels his way out for about 4 yards before John Thompson brought him down. Let's check in with Stacey Dale. Stace.
Well, Brad, if anybody thinks this game's far from over for these Ohio State players, they got to think again, because they don't think that way. In fact, after that last surge by the Michigan offense, tight end coach and quarterback coach John Peterson went to all of his offense. They popped up, and he said, guys, this is 4 quarters. You got to wake up right now. You got to keep playing and finish this half, and then finish this game with 4 quarters. And it kind of galvanized the offensive unit, guys, here as they get set to go, Brad.
Well, that's a good point, because remember, it's 2 big plays by Ohio State, a Beanie Wells run and a throw by Pryor to Hartline, and that's really all they've done offensively. Well, as we take a look at our Pacific Life game summary, and this is kind of what we were talking about. It's been big plays. 2 by Ohio State and 1 by Michigan. This was Beanie Wells. This is where he went over 1,000 yards rushing for a second straight year on a 59-yard touchdown romp. Then it was Pryor to Hartline for a score, making it 14-0. And then Brandon Miner, the long run down the sideline to the 1. Subsequently went in from a yard out. 14-7 Ohio State. Brad Nessler, Bob Greasy, Paul McGuire, and Stacey Dales from the Horseshoe in Columbus. Pryor all day to stand there tall in the pocket. He ran out of it in a hurry. Tim Jamison flying in there with a different number jersey on.
Yeah.
And he's got the sack.
Yeah.
Well,
so
that's a sack
not
shirt.
so bad.
No. He might want to keep 78 and throw 90 in the garbage.
That's his sack jersey.
That's his 6th sack of the year. Playing in his 50th game. Tim Jamison with the sack. We've got a timeout here, and it gives us time to go to Times Square studio and another update.
All right, Brad, SportsCenter right now is powered by Vizio. West Virginia's racked up 214 yards rushing. They could have used 1 more against Louisville. Noel Devine's apparent touchdown run was overturned on review, so they're tied up with Louisville at 7 at the half. Meanwhile, the only other ranked team playing at this moment besides Ohio State is North Carolina. The Tar Heels trailing on their home field to NC State. It is 10-3 there.
Well, what else would happen in the ACC?
Good, you figure that one out.
Yeah, no, I don't want to.
You guys want me to explain the ACC to
Maybe
you?
after the game, Paul. Trapasso to punt. Whoa, they came after him, and he got it out of there. Greg Matthews says, everybody back away. Michigan's going to have the football with 1 minute 9 seconds and 1 timeout remaining. 1:09 left in this one on this November 22nd. And on this day in college football history, how about these 2 milestones? Woody's first win over Michigan back in '52, and he wasn't even wearing glasses at the time. And in 1969, Bo Schembechler, his first win against Ohio State. And then 5 years ago was the 100th game of the series on this November 22nd. Here we are for the 105th time. Woody, the great years against Bo, they were magical, weren't they? Miner dropped in the backfield for a loss. Cameron Hayward made first contact. Hayward 6'6", 287, and still growing.
Yeah, Brad, and that defensive line is just eating up that offensive line for Michigan. That time he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Michigan doesn't want to make a mistake here either. They'd love to get points, but what they really don't want to do is turn one over. Sheridan pump fakes. Throws, got a man open in the slots down to the 45-yard line. And it's Odoms who found himself a spot back there to pick up a 21.
This was a pretty well-designed play. They flooded the area on the left-hand side, and they just got Odoms. He just checked up about 15 yards deep, and they got the ball to him.
Clock stops while the chains are moved.
1 timeout remaining for Michigan, and they spike it here with 29 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So if they were to get it down to, you know, the 32-yard line and give Lopata a shot at one.
Just a little while ago. I mean, the intensity before this game was very high.
Now the quick snap, the throw, wide receiver screen, and they maybe got to the 41. Pickup of about 4. Bob, you want to circle that Michigan timeout thing up there for us?
Yeah, there you go. You just got one.
Right, whoop, there it is. You hit it with your sleeve.
Got my
sleeve. There you go. we got layers on up here. Every time Bob hits the monitor with his sleeve on his top coat, everything goes wacky.
That telestrator doesn't like those coats.
No, it doesn't. Well, they are out of those timeouts now.
Just a little while ago, we had an intense game, Brad, is what I was going to say. Now, not so much.
Brooks spoke of miracles. Jane Pauley speaks with integrity. Jesse Owens spoke of equality. Steve McCurry speaks through humanity. Gerald Ford spoke of world peace. Find your voice.
There you look at KC Lopata, his career-long 50 yards. Been a hard-hitting 14-7 Ohio State lead in the first half. You want intensity? Hello, James Laurinaitis. Hello, Terrell Pryor. Goodbye, Brandon Miner. That's the one that hurt. McGuffey on the kick return. That's what we've had in the 105th renewal of a rivalry that started in 1897. No timeouts now for Michigan. 18 seconds with which to work, and a third down here. Third down and 6. Streak down the sideline, incomplete. Nice coverage over there by Malcolm Jenkins, the all Big Ten cornerback, and he'll be a good one at the next level. Malcolm really one of the vocal leaders. They're going to miss him. He's one of the captains on the Thorpe semifinalist list. He's been starting for 4 years. He can block kicks. He's big enough to hit you. And
he can about do it all, can he?
Yeah, he can.
There have been a lot of corners and safeties come out of Ohio State into the pros. You know that?
Yeah. Michigan's had a few good ones, too.
Yes, they have.
Yep. Fourth down and 6. Sheridan taking all day, and
they took a delay of game penalty. It seemed like they took that on purpose.
They did it so they could punt. I think so they can punt the ball.
I don't know why they do that.
I don't either. I mean, you don't have to worry about a coffin corner kick. There's only 14 seconds left. Just kick it.
That means you don't have much confidence in your offense right there. Now Sheridan is the backup quarterback. He was a walk-on a couple of years ago. So you're not playing with your main guy in there either.
Mesco line drives it down. It's going to roll all the way down inside the 5 and down to the 1. I mean, you can't do it any better than that. 4 seconds remaining in the half. 45-yard punt. So there'll be one more play for Ohio State. The only thing you got to be a little bit careful about, you can't take a knee here because it's in the end zone.
Yeah, you just quarterback sneak it. But the way this whole thing started out and was going about midway through the second quarter, it looked like Ohio State had everything going their way, 14-0, and Michigan was in trouble. They get that touchdown, and they're back in the ballgame.
And it's exactly what Stacy was talking about down there. The coaching staff trying to tell these guys, I don't know if you think this is over or what, but really you take away, you can't take away. You take away Beanie Wells' touchdown run, you take away Terrell Pryor's touchdown pass. Yeah. Ohio State hasn't done anything. And boy, he had to work on that quarterback sneak to not go down in the red of that end zone to end the half. So they'll unpile bodies, and both teams have to walk toward each other again. So you've got to always watch out for that. You know what? Ohio State's coaches are keeping their team away from Michigan as it crosses the path. That's probably a pretty smart move.
Yeah.
As this has been chippy for most of the day. It started about 2 hours ago. Let's go down to Stacy.
Coach, Michigan gained a little momentum there. What's your reaction?
Well, we were down there on the 35, and we took the option of going for it. And, you know, as I look back, I guess maybe I should have punted it down to the 10, but they did a good job. Michigan never stops playing. They've done that for 125 years or whatever, and it's going to be a great football game.
How do you feel like your offense has protected Pryor?
Well, you know, not too bad. We had one or two that weren't so good, but there were a couple times that, you know, the receivers weren't open and threw away a couple, but we got a long half to go.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Well, an admission by Jim Tressel that maybe he would have done things a little bit differently. 14-7 at halftime as we head to Times Square Studio in New York. John, Craig, and Doug, fellas.
All right, Brad, thanks a lot. Now, quite clearly, this is why rivalries are what they are. Michigan in the middle of, or rather at the end of, the worst season in the history of Michigan football, very much in it with a very good Ohio State team.
A lot of heat going to Rich Rodriguez this week. Everybody's want to know why he says this or says that. You know, I'm watching this game, and I'm trying to figure out if Rodriguez is a good football coach, can you really blame him for the drop punt? Or the missed passes? No. He's got a football team out there playing right now. This is a talented football team that just doesn't have the direction yet from Rodriguez, but they got to play the next half. You heard Tressel. His guys will come out and play. And if Michigan does, they got a chance.
Well, I just like the fact they came out and matched intensity right away. They got the interception, ran it down. I still think he needs to make a move on Pryor and get in the end zone. But it's like pulling teeth for Michigan to even move the ball 2 yards offensively. For them to get that touchdown was huge. Keep them back in the game.
Ohio State, keep in mind, with a win and a Penn State loss, and they're headed to the Rose Bowl. So this game means a whole heck of a lot. Stick around. When we come back, we will have the day's highlights, try and sort out things in the ACC. After this message and a word from our ABC station.
The Cadillac Red Tag event. Right now, you'll find unprecedented values on our best-selling luxury models. From the award-winning Cadillac CTS to the legendary Escalade, now's the time to move up to Cadillac. During the first ever Cadillac Red Tag event, the price on the tag is the price you pay, providing incredible values like this. See your Cadillac dealer.
So last month, I was in a hotel elevator with, you're never gonna believe this, Mary J. Blige. I just wanted to scream. What's the 411 changed my life? I've seen you in concert 5 times. I sing your songs in the shower. I even know your birthday, January 11. Problem was, my mouth didn't work.
Now, every time you use a participating Citi card, you're in it for a chance to win an amazing in-studio experience with Mary J. Blige. Want the story of a lifetime? Your Citi card can help you write it.
Coming to DVD, Farrell.
Out of my face.
Versus Riley. The funniest film this year.
Still hate you.
Step Brothers on DVD December 2nd.
Nothing transforms any room of the house quite like a fathead.
Yeah!
Go to fathead.com and enter the code at the bottom of the screen for your chance to win a free fathead.
Tuesday, January 6th, a highly skilled team of medical professionals. Scrubs has a new home.
You're right, that was cheesy.
And TV's funniest doctors are thrilled to find a better place to operate.
Awesome!
It's all right. It's perfectly natural. That was you.
Scrubs, all new episodes premiering Tuesday, January 6th, 9/8 Central on ABC.
What is he doing? Said something about not driving through Texas without getting a shot of a bull.
Guys!
Ooh. Maybe we should help him. First one to get an empty chip?
Taco Bell's new fully loaded nachos, loaded with toppings so there are no empty chips.
Not it. Not it.
He seems angry!
Not it. Not it. Not it. Oh, not it.
What is wrong with you?
Taco Bell's new fully loaded nachos.
Not it.
ABC 13, now in HD on Charter Channel 783. Charter Communication.
And welcome, everyone, to the Capital One halftime report. Right now, Ohio State playing for a shot to get to the Rose Bowl. Beanie Wells is doing his part, but it's just a 14-7 lead over a 3-win Michigan team. John Saunders, Craig James, and Doug Flutie. We're going to start off with the ACC, where 14 times ranked teams have played unranked teams in the ACC. They're 3-11. The ranked teams almost lose almost always. TJ Yates starts for North Carolina, first time since breaking his ankle in September. Russell Wilson, pump fakes to George Bryant, touchdown.
Tom O'Brien told me the key to this football team is to not get down early because Russell Wilson is a young, talented quarterback that can make plays. For North Carolina, a football team that normally doesn't turn it over, they've had a couple today, and Butch Davis finding out why you don't want to be the favorite in a game.
Just a 10-3 contest there. West Virginia against Louisville. Hey, they got into it before the game. Rivalry? Nah, just playing for the top of the Big East. Powell leaps over the line into the end zone, 1 yard. Louisville goes up on top 7-0. And then Pat White doing what Pat White does.
You know, Pat White and Noel Devine account for 250 yards out of 270 offensively in the first half. Pat White breaking long runs, Noel Devine doing the same. It's the same old West Virginia offensively.
White over 4,000 yards rushing for his career. This time he rolls out Heaves it downfield to Arnett, 52-yard gain.
You know, West Virginia figuring out how to play offense without all of the guys they had in the past. It is Pat White's group. This play here reviewed. Didn't quite get in for the first down.
Last play of the half.
Yeah, very deal. Very key play there.
Knee clearly down before he crosses that plane right there.
West Virginia's got Pitt and South Florida coming up, so they better be playing well right now.
Rutgers, 2 losses in conference play, facing Army out of conference today. Greg Schiano's squad still has a shot. Chip Bowden fakes a handoff, runs at the middle, fumbles. Recovered by Lafette for Rutgers, who takes it back for the touchdown.
You know what? Everybody had written Rutgers off except for Rutgers. All of a sudden, Mike Teal got hot, but he was favored because he was on the road. He gets booed at home, so they got hot while he was on the road. Again, Mike Teal showing what he can do down the field.
Shamar Graves, 26 yards for the touchdown. 17-0. Then 23-0 is the lead for Rutgers again in a non-conference game. So, in the Big East, one of these teams is going to a BCS bowl game. Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, West Virginia, Rutgers, and UConn still very much in the hunt. UConn has a game against South Florida.
And Cincinnati and Pitt tonight. And you know what? Cincinnati, Brian Kelly, rumored to be the guy coming up at Tennessee. He's a hot coach, but he's had a very physical week of practices. And Tony Pike, his quarterback, knows what he's looking for.
I like Cincinnati in the Big East. They throw the football better than anyone else in the Big East. And defensively, 3 of their defensive backs are NFL-caliber guys. So they can play. They can flat-out play.
All right, we, of course, are heading tonight towards the big one, Texas Tech against Oklahoma. When we come back, we will preview the marquee matchup. This one with national championship implications.
The Capital One Halftime Report, brought to you by Capital One Card Lab at CapitalOne.com. What's in your wallet?
Come on, we're late. Move, people. Boss, we're 2 continents behind schedule.
Oh, hold your eggnog. I'm building my own Capital One credit card. I'll go with cash back and a jolly good rate.
But, sir, the reindeer are getting antsy.
Now I'm going to upload a photo from my beach house.
Mrs. Claus is a lucky woman, sir.
Yes, she is.
Personalize your card at Capital One Card Lab. Choose your rewards, interest rate, even upload your own image at CapitalOne.com.
What's in your wallet? Let's roll.
It's time to get more out of your tires. It's time to get Cooper. Because now, during Cooper's National Take the Money and Ride event, you'll not only get unbeatable performance, you'll get a $50 rebate by mail when you buy 4 qualifying Cooper tires. Cooper's Take the Money and Ride event. Get your rebate form and all the details at a participating Cooper dealer or at CooperTire.com. But do it today. The road and your $50 rebate are waiting.
It started out as a simple football cheer. Today, it has become more. Much more. A bond between students, teachers, and alumni. A proud union that makes the world a better place through research and service. On campus and around the world. It's an expression of community for Buckeyes everywhere.
This is the Capital One Halftime Report tonight on ABC, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Texas Tech faces Oklahoma. For more, let's join the game day crew of Chris, Lee, and Kurt.
Nation's longest home winning streak meets the nation's longest winning streak, period. Chilly night, temps in the 30s, but shouldn't really affect either of these passers. Which guy, Bradford or Harrell, is going to get great protection they have all season, get some help from the running game, and stand and deliver under pressure, not just for the implications for their teams, but also for the Heisman Trophy. But combined 84 total touchdowns each, 42 for each guy. Amazing numbers. What's the key tonight, you think, in this?
Oh, I think that I stayed right behind me. 59-2, 10 years, Bobby Stoops. Texas Tech has beaten Oklahoma 2 times in the last 4 years, both of them in Lubbock, not in Norman. Oklahoma wins the game in this place right here.
I want to see how Texas Tech responds to this atmosphere with all the hostility, all the pressure, everything that's at stake. They have to maintain their composure, especially when they hit adversity. And the key to the game to me is, can Oklahoma run the football? If they run the football, then it could be a long day for Texas Tech and their defense anyway.
You think fast start, too. Oklahoma 201 101 points in the first quarter. That's more than 19 teams have all season. Wow. That's incredible. And the big brick house behind us in prime time. We expect and hope for another shootout, John.
Well, Chris, another shootout, another game of the century for Texas Tech, though. They're used to this. Third straight game over a top 10 team, and they, of course, beat Texas. Texas was number 1. Oklahoma State had upset on their mind, but they just got pounded by Texas Tech, and now, of course, Oklahoma. And if we end up with an Oklahoma victory tonight, we end up with a 3-way tie in the Big 12 South between Texas, Texas Tech, and Oklahoma. The way the rules spell out is the top team rated in the BCS standings would go on to face Missouri in the Big 12 championship game. How do you think it's going to play out?
Well, you know what? Unfairly is how it's going to play out here. I talked to both Stoops and Mack Brown this week, and both of those guys obviously are kind of lobbying for their programs, and you can understand their positions in this thing. I admired this week's decision by Mack Brown to go with Will Muschamp as his designate coach. It's not in waiting, but it's designate. I think what he did was he assured himself of continuity for this season, because if this football team at Texas has a chance to play for the national championship, he did not want a distraction. I believe Muschamp was going to be off for Tennessee and Clemson, and he would have been gone. But this would have created a tremendous burden on Mack Brown and Texas's football team. He doesn't have to worry about that right now. Great business decision for Will Muschamp to stay there. And he's 37 years old. Doug, if it is 10 years from now, so what? He's 47 years old, the head football coach at Texas. So I thought it was an outstanding move to assure that he has continuity for his football program.
It makes sense to me if you lock him in to stay there for that period of time. And originally, we weren't sure if he was locked in or not. Well, the other question, if Oklahoma were to create a 3-way tie at the top of it all, I think there's really no fair way to decide that at all. But when you go back to it, Oklahoma will have knocked off the number 2 team, Texas Tech, will have beaten Oklahoma State. So they had the momentum at the end of the year. But the key, if the only thing you can legitimately look at would be non-conference schedule, in which case they've played Cincinnati, who could win the Big East, and TCU, who's a ranked team. So non-conference schedule could be in their favor.
The only thing about the Muschamp move is the fact that there are 3 assistants on the staff that have been there 11 years.
But they're all easy with it, though. Mack was very open about that, John. He said we had no problem
with
it.
What about at home?
Yeah, they're okay.
Stick around. Pryor with a touchdown pass. We got a touchdown game.
Come on, we're late. Move, people. Boss, we're 2 continents behind schedule.
Oh, hold your eggnog. I'm building my own Capital One credit card. I'll go with cash back and a jolly good rate.
But, sir, the reindeer are getting antsy.
Now I'm going to upload a photo from my beach house.
Mrs. Claus is a lucky woman, sir.
Yes, she is.
Personalize your card at Capital One Card Lab. Choose your rewards, interest rate, even upload your own image at CapitalOne.com.
What's in your wallet? Let's roll.
The Capital One Halftime Report, brought to you by Capital One Card Lab at CapitalOne.com. What's in your wallet?
ABC's bringing you something no one else can. The best episodes of the season. New Grey's Anatomy.
I love you. What?
I'm really starting to not like that guy. New Desperate Housewives.
You're my rock, Lynette.
Your rock is trying to get fingerprints off a weapon. You mind?
New Brothers and Sisters.
She's going to need a transplant.
And the new year starts here with the best new shows on television from Ashton Kutcher and Tyra Banks.
I am the perfect 10 because, well, look at me.
They think they're only judged on their looks, but it's what's on the inside that counts. ABC's True Beauty. A single dad will become.
It's going to be amazing.
The Bachelor. The Doctors of Sacred Heart have a new place to operate. ABC's Scrubs. And the event you've been waiting for arrives.
We have to go back.
The premiere of ABC's Lost. This season, there's no better place to be. ABC. Start here.
To the inspirers of minds and the minds they inspire. To those who bring hope to the world today and give hope to tomorrow. To the ones who take what they learn and give something back. To those who tell great stories and those whose stories have yet to be told, hail, for there truly is a Michigan difference.
Don't don't forget, later today on ABC, 3:30 Eastern Time, Michigan State, Penn State, both in the hunt to win the conference. Boston College has their own fates in their own hands as they face Wake Forest, and some of you will see Stanford and Cal out in the Pac-10. All right, let's get you a couple of other highlights. Tim Tebow has just thrown a touchdown pass for the Florida Gators, who are taking a little bit of a day off today against the Citadel. Finding Lewis Murphy, 7-0 is the lead there. Tennessee is facing Vanderbilt today. Remember what started was for Vanderbilt? But a terrible year it's been for Tennessee. Eric Berry, 45 yards, interception return, his 7th to lead the nation. 17-0, Tennessee with the lead. Clemson facing Virginia. C.J. Spiller takes the pitch, rolls out, finds Tyler Grisham in the end zone, 15 yards for a touchdown.
Yeah, a little Dabo Sweeney working their magic on the halfback pass. Virginia, man, you don't want to be the favorite in this conference.
All right, Clemson and Tennessee without coaches. Mike Leach's name actually came up this week as a possible replacement at Tennessee.
He'll be on everybody's short list, but the realistic thing here, Dabo Sweeney and Bud Foster at Clemson, one of those two guys I think would be good for their programs, and I think Brian Kelly from Cincinnati, salesman and tough guy, be good for Tennessee.
Yeah, I think he's going to wind up on top in the Big East, and then he'll have that. Or he's got a real shot at Tennessee.
Yeah, they were saying, according to one of the papers, that he is the top pick right now. Stick around, the second half still to come. It is a rivalry game. That's why it's just a touchdown. Second half, after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
Seat movers. That's what you'd call us. We'd buy seats up in the nosebleeds and then move down. We'd look for no-shows. Who sometimes did show. Soda spillers. That is going to leave a stain. And then we'd swoop right in for the perfect seats. Hello. And goodbye.
Want great seats? Your City Card could get them. And now, every time you use a participating City Card, you're in it for a chance to go on a 3-city tour with Nickelback. Want the story of a lifetime? Your City Card can help you write it.
At a time when others don't, Nissan delivers. 0% financing on many of Nissan's most popular models. Nissan delivers. Attractive lease options on our full line of vehicles. Nissan delivers. A Nissan Altima or Rogue for only $199 a month. Or a brand new Versa for under $10,000. When you need it most, Nissan delivers.
They're the kings of swing, baby. 4 of the coolest cats in the game. Ames, Joy, Rocco, and Lefty. Mic'd up in a Thanksgiving weekend tradition. The LG Skins game, next Saturday and Sunday on ABC.
When it comes to giving you bundle choices, how does your provider make you feel? If you're feeling like you're just part of a herd, well, that's not much of a choice. AT&T lets you choose the bundle that fits your needs with the option to include wireless. Switch now and build your own unique bundle with triple bundles for under $100 a month. Switch from cable and see how to get up to $225 cash back with other qualifying bundle plans. You get the wireless network with the best global coverage and free access to thousands of Wi-Fi hotspots nationwide with high-speed internet. Put your provider out to pasture.
This is crazy. We don't even have wireless. Let's make a break for AT&T. You in? Let's go.
Don't let your provider fence you in. Switch now to build your own triple bundle for under $100 a month. That's not an introductory price. Switch from cable and see how to get up to $225 cash back with other qualifying bundle plans.
They offer wireless here. Sweet. The grass is greener on this side.
The new AT&T. Your world delivered.
Ford announces Employee Pricing Plus.
You pay what we pay.
On every Ford car, truck, and SUV. The Plus means our quality is unsurpassed by Honda or Toyota. And you can count on Ford credit for the financing you need. Best of all, you get employee pricing plus up to $6,000 cash back. That's Employee Pricing Plus big cash back on every Ford car, truck, and SUV. But it won't last long. Hurry into your Carolina Ford dealer today.
Don't miss the pre-Thanksgiving sale at Rug & Home.
It's ESPN Rivalry Week, presented by Samsung Mobile.
14-7, our college football on ESPN on ABC, presented by Best Buy, part of Rivalry Week, presented by Samsung Mobile. 105th time, Ohio State and Michigan ESPN's college football on ABC, presented by Best Buy. Brad Nessler, Bob Greasy, Paul McGuire, and Stacey Dales. This is such a game of emotion and mood swings and all of that. And I think Michigan's got a little bit of an edge right now, maybe.
Well, such excitement when it started, before and when it started. And then when Ohio State went up 14-0, I felt like there was a little downtime. But then Michigan comes back, scores 7 points, and we've got a football game.
Yes, we do. That's what we were hoping for, and we got it. Rich Rodriguez, I'm sure, has told his team we're one play away from being in a tie with the heavily favored Buckeyes at home, who have to kick off. Remember, they got the ball first at the beginning of the ball game. Michigan gets it to start the third quarter. Short kick taken at the 13 by Odoms. Odoms goes down at about the 23-yard line. I noticed that the cart down there does not have Paul McGuire on it anymore, and now I do wonder where he might be.
Where is he?
Oh, I know where. I bet I know where he is.
I mean, we're having a cookie. You saw the other side. Now we're on this side. And the only thing you can see from over here is from like the 50 back. You may be getting 60 yards. And these are people that sit over here. You buy these are season tickets? Yeah. You actually pay it. You get a discount? No? Well, they didn't see 2 touchdowns. I just want to let you know that.
First down, Michigan to open the quarter, and Sheridan keeps it. Nice run, got it out to the 31-yard line.
I'm sorry, Ness, I'm eating a cookie again. But it's kind of neat up here. They've got cookies, they've got hot chocolate, they've got all that good stuff. And some guy just stole my wallet. But other than that, it's really not bad up here. You just can't see the other end of the field. Boy, these are great cookies. You guys want one?
Bring one over. You're not that far away from us.
It looks like a good spot for him, because that spot tells me he only knows half as much as he thinks he knows.
That's right. He only can see half the field. Yeah. And you know, you heard of the red zone? That whole side of the field, that's the dead zone if you're sitting over in those seats.
Well, you can't see to the right side.
Well, Paul's worked about every angle of this stadium over the last 2 or 3 years. First down at the 35. Dual backfield in there. Mundros, a fullback, and Brandon Miner, who's got Michigan's touchdown today. Here he comes again. And another good run out to the 43, almost a 44-yard line for Brandon Miner. Pickup of 8 more yards as we take a look at our Pacific Life game summary. Statistically, up until a couple of plays ago, here's how it looked. 2.8 per play for Michigan.
Yes. Still nothing very good for Michigan offensively.
But they're starting to get their ground game going, and that could have a trickle effect in this ball game a little bit too, because now Ohio State's defense has been on the field a little more regularly, much like Michigan's was most of the first half. Let's check in with Stacey.
Brad, you mentioned that Michigan may have a bit of an edge. Well, I talked to Rich Rodriguez. He was pleased with the way they played in the first half. Other than a couple big plays defensively, he said they were terrific. And offensively, they finally found rhythm because of first downs. He told us it'd be a key, guys, first downs.
And here comes another first down and then some. Down to the 41-yard line. Stacey right on cue with that one, a pickup of 13 more. And now Michigan's sort of feeling it. You can see a little bit of a swagger on a team that's 3-8 and a little more excitement on their sideline.
It tells me that Rich Rodriguez did a nice job at halftime firing this Michigan team up, saying, hey, we got a chance to beat these guys. Let's go out and play well in the second half.
Here's Sheridan to the 40. Pickup of a couple. Thaddeus Gibson made the tackle.
That was one play, Brad, that they did not run in the first half, is the fake and the quarterback keeping it.
Stephen Threet didn't even make the trip. Threet started much of the year at quarterback for Michigan. 5 straight running plays for the Wolverines. Have it at the 39 of Ohio State. Now they're going to throw. Complete. Odoms. Nice open field tackle out there by Chekwa.
If he breaks that tackle, he goes 40 yards. This is one thing about Ohio State defensively. You mentioned it earlier. They can tackle in space. They can tackle the defensive backs. He saved a 40-yard gain right there.
Yep. Jenkins and Coleman and Russell and Chekwa, all those guys in that secondary are good hitters. Michigan trying to snap a 4-game losing skid against their arch nemesis from here in Columbus. Trailing by a touchdown, but on a drive here in the third quarter. Sheridan in trouble. He's got to get rid of this thing. Tyler Moeller came storming in from his star position, they call it. He's kind of not a safety and not a linebacker, but he makes a lot of things happen out there, number 26 does. And he did that a week ago, and he's been doing it all season long.
Jim Haycock, the defensive coordinator, talking to us yesterday, said he was going to play a lot because of the spread formation of Michigan.
You look at Mesko, he'll try to do what he did at the end of the first half, I'm sure, on this punt. See if he can drop it inside the 5. He hit it a mile in the air. Should give his coverage unit enough time to maybe catch it down there. And it will roll inside the 10, but not the 5. Dead at about the 9-yard line. 11:43 to go in the third quarter as we have time to take a look at our best buy playbook. Okay, Mr. Greasy.
Bradley, when you can run the football, it opens up a lot of things for you. Take a look at Ohio State right here. Hartline is lined up just outside. He's going to run a post pattern. The middle of the field is going to be wide open because they've got 8 guys up close to the line of scrimmage to shut down the run of Beanie Wells. That opens up Pryor down the middle to Hartline. That's easy picking right there.
If you haven't seen the game to this point, that touchdown pass and Beanie Wells' long touchdown run is about all Ohio State's offense has got to show for it. Here might be another big one. Beanie out to midfield.
Hey, how about halftime talks and figuring out what's going to work? First play, Tressel calls a little toss to the left side.
From the blimp, here's the view. You'll see the blocking set up on the left, and then Beanie sees that opening, and he takes off. 42 more yards for Chris Wells.
That got him out of a hole. Jim Tressel was running along the sideline, just encouraging him.
I wonder what coach's 40 time is. First down at the 49. And now they got a quick opener to Herron, and he is gone. Herron, touchdown. First Mr. Wells, then Mr. Herron. 49-yard career long for Herron and a touchdown.
Hey, boy. Hey, boy.
That is about as quick of a 91-yard drive as you can have.
It's impressive because the coaches at halftime went through, knew what they wanted to get done, and came out and got it called.
21-7, Ohio State.
The blocking up front, the left side, they run this into the short side of the field. Ballard gets a nice block from his tight end position, but both of those long runs from the short side into the field, just great planning by the coaches of Ohio State.
Today's AT&T All-America Flashback, Adrian Peterson. In 2004, this Oklahoma Sooner had arguably the best freshman year of any running back in NCAA history. Known for delivering punishing blows and his blazing speed, Peterson finished his rookie campaign with over 1,900 yards and finished second in the Heisman vote. Text VOTE to 51234 now on your AT&T wireless phone to play All-America Trivia for a chance to win a trip to the national championship game.
It's my friend's house. I'm allowed to stay. Hey, buddy. Jeff's phone here. Thanks so much for letting us stay at your place. Oh, and that call about the alarm code. We won't be getting it. Boy, Genius here doesn't have AT&T, so he's got 0 bars right now.
You like breaking in the house?
No, I didn't break in anywhere. I'm allowed to be here. We're just going to head down to County and make some new friends.
Are the cuffs
awesome?
For the best coverage, switch to AT&T. More bars in more places.
I helped him pick it out.
Get an exclusive quick messaging phone for $79.99 after mail-in rebate.
Hey, Vincent! Go State!
Hey, Ham. Why did that guy call you Vincent?
Because that's my real name, Bergwood.
It is? How do you know that?
He's my Allstate agent.
Oh, he insures your car.
And my boat.
You got a boat?
Ah, my wife is a big-time skier.
You're married?
Allstate agents know who you really are and what you really need. Call one today for a free Good Hands coverage checkup. Are you in good hands?
Where'd you meet your wife?
Pilates.
She's European.
At a time when others don't, Nissan delivers. 0% financing on many of Nissan's most popular models. Nissan delivers. Attractive lease options on our full line of vehicles. Nissan delivers. A Nissan Altima or Rogue for only $199 a month. Or a brand new Versa for under $10,000. When you need it most, Nissan delivers.
In one day, you've never seen an American Music Awards lineup sweeter than this. And for the first time, The Fray performs its new single. Jimmy Kimmel hosts the 2008 American Music Awards live tomorrow at 7/6 Central on ABC.
ESPN's presentation of college football on ABC, presented in high definition from high atop the Horseshoe in Columbus. Sold out Ohio Stadium for the 105th renewal of the Buckeyes and the Wolverines. The Buckeyes just scored a two-play drive, one long run by Beanie Wells, one long run by Dan Herron, and they lead 21-7. This kick will go to the goal line to Sissoko. Cuts back left, got himself a little bit of an opening. Nice return out to the 32-yard line. 32-yard kick return. And let's head back down to the cart.
Hey, Brad. Well, I've taken over the best seat in the house. You know, I've got the bird's eye view down here.
Boy, is that an improvement.
Paul McGuire is, but I have a little analysis of my own. I mean, Jim Tressel tells me at the half this game's far from over. They come out 91 yards later, touchdown, little cut back to the left, and he's in the end zone. So how about that for you?
Just don't drink out of that cup unless it's a different cup, okay, Stacey?
I got Chips Ahoy, and I got a little espresso.
There you go. Well, Paul's working his way back to the cart. That was an extreme improvement on that camera shot, and Jay, our camera guy, is the most appreciative fella in the stadium right now, I think. Here's Sheridan, and a keeper, lost a yard. Marcus Freeman, the outside linebacker, played his final game at the Horseshoe with another tackle. Talked about Freeman and Laurinaitis, virtually inseparable. On the field, off the field. I talked to both of them yesterday. All of us did. Those guys are like hooked at the hip. Number 33 and number 1. The best of friends, both on and off the field.
They'll be playing against each other next year.
Unless somebody drafts them 1 and 2 in the NFL in the first couple rounds. Sheridan. And he takes a big lick by Laurinaitis at the end of the play and just was trying to get rid of the ball, and he still got a whole mouthful of number 33. Well, this is a big rivalry. James Laurinaitis talked about his favorite part of it.
It's so passionate between the teams. You know, the series is so true. You know, you look at it, it's not just some blown up rivalry. It's a real rivalry. It's talked about year round, and the mood of each state is going to depend on the outcome of this game.
They are going to miss those two, aren't they?
They are. He doesn't act like a middle linebacker.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't act crazy.
Here's a run off the left. And out for about 5 to the 36. James left the crazy to his dad, Joe, in the wrestling ring. That's crazy.
Now, this guy is sensible, good-looking.
There's Joe.
There's Joe.
Joe's here today. Of course, he and Lori, is James' mom and dad, on the field for the senior day. All the parents were down there. And a lot of people dress up for Little Animal, they call him. James told me his sister's here. One of his grandparents, I think, is here. Said my defensive coordinator from high school, Matt Lombardi's here. He said, mention Coach Lombardi for me. Oh, what a punt. Down to the 14-yard line and a flag down. I think we're going to have a roughing the kicker call on the other end. Ray Small goes down, but a penalty marker. Hayward, I think, is the guy that got the big rush on Mesko. And it is personal foul against Ohio State. So instead of having the ball back, here's another look.
43 defense, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Yeah, he got him pretty good. That was Nathan Williams, a freshman on the special teams.
You know, that was, you know, that deserved to be called, but a lot of times these punters can hold their foot out there and just let them be run in, which there's a fine line. The referee's looking right at it, and I think that should be called because obviously, you know, it was roughing the punter, but sometimes it's just a tough call a lot of times, but that one was legitimate.
So instead of having the ball in their own territory, it's Michigan in Ohio State territory. Play action, deep ball down the middle, double coverage, almost caught. Greg Matthews went up for it. Anderson Russell was there with him. Probably a pass that shouldn't have been thrown, but Sheridan had his mind made up and he let it go.
That fake did not fool anybody, and you're right, Ohio State could have caught it.
Coming up when we're done, Michigan State and Penn State. Of course, Ohio State hopes that Michigan State does them a favor and beats Penn State. It's presented by Best Buy, part of Rivalry Week, presented by Samsung Mobile. 3:30 when we're done from Columbus. Most of you are going to see the Spartans and the Nittany Lions. Second down and 10. Michael Shaw got about 3.
Were you insinuating that Michigan State was pulling for Michigan to win?
I said Ohio State would be pulling for Michigan State to beat Penn State.
Oh, okay. I thought you did it the other way, where Michigan State, to go to the Rose Bowl, needs Michigan to beat Ohio.
That's true, too.
That's true, too. Yeah.
If we've confused you folks, we're sorry. But both of those scenarios are true.
Yes.
You guys aren't having a domestic, are you?
No, we're not. Go have another cookie, Paul.
I love the cookies.
Third down and 7. Sheridan going to go deep down the sideline this time. Guy there. Broken up, though. Malcolm Jenkins.
He had it and underthrew it. If he hadn't have underthrown the ball, I think it would have been a touchdown.
Here's the isolation. Matthews on Jenkins, and he ran right by him.
Yeah, if he lays the ball out in front, but he has to come back for it, and Malcolm makes a great play.
Well, Mesco's dropped his last 2 punts inside the 10-yard line. Let's see if he can do it again. This one's not going to make it unless it takes some kind of super bounce. It takes a wrong bounce if you're a Michigan fan. And they put it down at about the 25-yard line. James Laurinaitis, he and Freeman both play on special teams. Even though they're superstars, doesn't mean they don't play on special teams. Here was James coming out for senior day. There's Joe and Lori. Big hug for their kid, All-American Buckeyes winner.
What did he say? His dad is a big softie. He'll be crying.
Yeah.
You're watching ESPN on ABC.
You know, scientific tests have proven that when you drink Dr. Pepper slowly, the 23 flavors taste even better. Hey, I get it, because half my life's been in slow motion. Watch this.
Okay, folks, here we go. High ball game. He bows to the doctor. He puts on a 30-footer.
Slower is better. Trust me, I'm a doctor.
That's the student, Dr. J, right there.
The Liberty Mutual Coach of the Year Award is given to the college football coach in each division who delivers results while demonstrating sportsmanship, integrity, responsibility, and excellence both on and off the field. Go to coachoftheyear.com and vote for the coach you think deserves to win in 2008.
It happens to every guy. While you sleep, your skin dehydrates. Prepare to defeat dry skin with Gillette Dry Skin Hydrator and Body Wash. It combines a deep cleaning body wash with 3 times the hydrators for a powerful defense against dry skin. You'll step out of the shower feeling like you can take on the world. Gillette 2-in-1 Dry Skin Hydrator and Body Wash. Unleash the power of your shower.
Seasonings greetings from your mates at Outback. Get a free $20 bonus card when you buy $100 in holiday gift cards.
At Ace, Santa's helpers are helping you plan ahead for the holidays. Wednesday through Monday, buy a 100 count of mini lights for just $6.99. When it comes to holiday decorations, Ace is the place to find everything you'll need. Ace, the holiday helpful place.
When a major hospital wanted to add on to their benefits package at no direct cost to the company, their very first word was... Find out more at forbusiness.com.
ESPN College Football on ABC. Brought to you by Allstate, proud sponsors of college football. Are you in good hands? Nissan, when you need it most, Nissan delivers. And Samsung Mobile. To predict the winning teams, text RIVAL to 43776 during Rivalry Week.
As the Ohio State University Medical Center, you say, so what? Well, babies born during Michigan Week get a handmade scarlet or gray blanket. 126 babies are born this week, 3 already today. You know, and you can name your kid like Scarlet or Gray, maybe.
Or Tress.
Tress is good.
Tress is
Buck.
good.
Buck for Buckeye.
Troy.
Beanie. If you have twins, you could name them Lori and Itis.
Terrell.
Yeah. First down, Ohio State. There is Beanie Wells. It'd be a Beanie Baby then, wouldn't it?
It'd be a Beanie.
And everybody
We're just amusing ourselves here. I'm sorry. I think the twins, the guy's name is Itis and the girl's name's Lori. Lori and Itis. I think it's great. There's James. You might have seen going to break, not only was he hugging his mom and dad, Terry Rabisky, Brian's dad, kissed him right on top of the head.
Ness, Beanie Wells just limped off the field. I mean, I don't know whether it's his leg cramped up or whatever, but he took himself out of the game.
He took a pop on that attempted hurdle earlier in the ball game, and it might be getting a little bit cold on him if he got it hit on the same spot again. It's an empty backfield right now except Terrell Pryor, and it's a quarterback draw all the way, and he's out to about the 30-yard line.
Pryor has not had a great day by any stretch of the imagination. He's had an interception and been sacked 3 times.
One perfect throw.
Yeah, exactly. One perfect throw for a touchdown. Jim Tressel told us yesterday that he is very poised for a quarterback playing so early, and he takes care of the football. In fact, that means he doesn't turn it over, he doesn't throw it away. And because of that, if he doesn't throw it away, a lot of times he'll take sacks that he doesn't need to take. You wouldn't think a guy that can be that elusive sometimes would get sacked so much.
As you saw, all 3 sacks came on 3rd down. Well, here's 3rd down and 5. He'll roll away from the pressure on this one and throw on the run. Incomplete. And Ohio State will have to punt it away. Here's Beanie earlier, trying to keep the legs warm. And then the play where he went down kind of awkwardly and then limped off after that. So we'll see whether or not he comes back in. Herron would be the first man, as we've seen many times today already, to replace him if necessary. Trapasso, the punt. Nice one all the way to the 20 and a fair catch at about the 19-yard line. Michigan's got the ball back. They're 2 touchdowns behind here with 6:43 to go, 3rd quarter.
Black hot coffee, please.
Excuse me?
Can I get a black coffee?
Black coffee.
Thank you.
Where to go?
Video legs, please.
What?
I got a video legs, please.
English. Got it. How does that make you feel?
What is it, bollocks?
What?
That's disturbing, Ozzy.
Make yourself heard with the full QWERTY keyboard Samsung Propel.
Seasonings greetings from your mates at Outback. Get a free $20 bonus card when you buy $100 in holiday gift cards.
At Southwest Airlines, we don't charge fees on the first check bag or the second. At Southwest Airlines, we don't charge fees on window or aisle seats. At Southwest Airlines, we don't charge fees on curbside check-in. And at Southwest Airlines, we don't charge fees on phone reservations. At Southwest Airlines, we don't believe in charging for things that should be free. So book now at southwest.com. Low fares, no hidden fees.
You girls have fun.
It's time to unleash your inner Santa. Head to Santa's other workshop, the Home Depot, the one place with everything you need to make your home festive, inside and out, all at guaranteed low prices, now even lower. Bring the holidays home for less at the Home Depot.
The Liberty Mutual Coach of the Year award is given to the college football coach in each division who delivers results while demonstrating sportsmanship, integrity, responsibility, and excellence both on and off the field. Go to coachoftheyear.com and vote for the coach you think deserves to win in 2008.
The Holiday Classic at Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, Tuesday, 8/7 Central on ABC.
That's not part of script, Ohio. That is the blood on the sock of Beanie Wells, right on his shin. A perfect O, though. And we'll see if he comes back when Ohio State gets the ball back. Meanwhile, Michigan has it from the 19-yard line. Michael Shaw might have gotten a yard. And Laurinaitis will unpile from the bottom of that heap again. Laurinaitis, a finalist for the Lombardi Award. He won the Buckeyes last year. He's a semifinalist for that again. He's won about every defensive award you can win or been on the lists of those awards anyway. Here's that open man again at the 40. Stoneham still on his feet, and he's into Ohio State territory. That's the same pass route that worked a little while ago when they got it over to Odoms.
That's is they fake the throw behind the line of scrimmage, and the defensive men come up, and then the outside receiver just goes deep and he hits him right in the seam. Michigan needs big plays. They cannot sustain drives against this defense.
They got 33 on that one. Now they come back with a counter, and it's Shaw. That play seems to have worked today pretty well, too.
That's the only running play all day long that's worked for him. It worked when Minor ran it. That's when he got that big gain down to the 1-yard line. And it just seems that they want to just work on the right-hand side or the left-hand side of the offense of the Ohio State defense.
Michigan going with the hurry-up offense seems to be working for him pretty well, too. Shaw going to reverse field this time, and he'll pay the price for that.
Yeah, this defense is too disciplined to allow that to happen. He won't cut back on this. Jim Haycock, the coordinator, yesterday telling us that Michigan offensively has different speeds, that they can no huddle, and that's a concern for him because substitution-wise, you may get caught, but that's what Michigan is doing, trying to speed up and slow down the offense.
Now, in this case, Michigan looks a little confused as to who they do want out there, and with that, Ohio State was able to substitute. So exactly what Grease is talking about just occurred, and Michigan under 10 seconds on the clock here. They're going to get it off okay, apparently. Second down at 15. Sheridan up, receiver incomplete.
Yeah, he had him, but he had to get rid of it. Blitz on the way.
Gibson was coming, and he knew it. As our aerial coverage today brought to you by Goodyear. Get there on triple tread technology. There's the horseshoe in Columbus, Ohio. There's probably about 105,000 or so here today, even though capacity is 102,329. The fire marshal never comes in here. We don't care. Third down at 15. A bunch of receivers, 4 to the top of your screen, and Sheridan's going to run it. They tried to spread things out and trick Ohio State, and that didn't work either. Rob Rose made the tackle on Sheridan.
You know, that's one thing that Greasy just said a couple plays ago or a play ago about how disciplined this defense is. They do not take fakes. They play their position, and that's why Michigan is really having a problem running the ball anywhere except to the right side.
Sheridan's having a problem even getting to the sideline, and that might mean that we're going to see a lot of Justin Fagan.
Yeah, Fagan. He's the third guy on the list.
Mesko has been a busy punter. Going to try to come over to the near side here, and he line drives it to the 13 to Ray Small. Small still on his feet. Ray Small down the sideline. He might take it. How did he even stay in bounds? 81 yards.
He ran right by me, and I'm going to tell you, they just tried. What they tried to do is hand tackle him and push him out of bounds, but he kept his balance. Watch it. That's signal for a fair catch, and once he gets to the sideline, watch what they try to do. You arm tackle him. You can't do that.
Wow, what a return. 81 yards to the 8-yard line.
Ray Small has been suspended for a couple of games for, I think, not attending class. Now he's back on the roster. He's not playing wide receiver today, but he is returning punts.
Herron is in, flanking Pryor in the shotgun. First and goal, Ohio State. Pryor to the end zone. Robisky, touchdown. One of the seniors, one of the leaders. Touchdown, Ohio State. Ryan Robisky. His dad, the receivers coach for the Atlanta Falcons, made the trip up to watch his kid play. Mom's here as well. They're happy parents right now. Extra points. Good. 28-7. Ohio State. 3:54 remaining in the third quarter. And Pryor's second touchdown throw of the day. And watch the big guy roll from behind. Here's what Terrell Pryor's looking at, Grease.
Well, they like to get him outside the pocket. Little fake here, roll out. Smith is covered, so he goes to the deeper man, which Robisky. Nice throw and nice catch. Threw it. The only place he could catch it was low and away, and he went down and made the play.
We mentioned his dad's a coach in the NFL and has been for a long time, and he says he's the biggest influence he's ever had on him.
Just an unbelievable amount. I think, you know, obviously it's a blessing to have, you know, a coach in my family, but then, you know, a guy who's been around the NFL so many years. I mean, it's just hard for me to just explain how much he's done for me.
Here's before the game, coming down that tunnel, a hug for his coach. There's Terry, his dad. His mom, Cynthia, is here. And boy, senior day against Michigan and get a touchdown pass. That's big stuff. And another major collision on a kick return. We've had a lot of those today. Brian, an academic all-district performer, 3.54. There's his dad, and mom's right behind.
I played with Terry.
Yeah.
And
there's Cynthia, his mom with a cap on.
Yeah.
I saw him before the game, Terry, when I was walking on the field, Grease, and he just, first of all, he said to say hello to everybody, but, I mean, he is so proud of his son. It's just unbelievable. I mean, like all parents are.
Yeah, well,
not only doing great in school, but on the football field, too.
You bet.
Yeah. Justin Fagan in at quarterback. We expected to see him at some point today. I don't know that we thought we'd see him because of Sheridan limping off the last time that Michigan had the ball. Shaw, maybe a yard, a tough one, if at all. And Laurinaitis is there to meet him. Let's check in with Stacy.
Well, Brad, just a quick Beanie Wells update. I just spoke with Doug Callan, the head athletic trainer for Ohio State. He has some hamstring tightness. He will be reevaluated, but he's doubtful to return. So we'll see if he comes back, but it's doubtful.
Okay, well, that hamstring that he twinged a little bit was part of, he said, that hurdle job he did over the Illinois defender last week. So in this cold weather, that sometimes can start to tighten up on you again. Michael Shaw out to maybe the 23-yard line. Laurinaitis, I guess I could say that every play. Laurinaitis on the tackle. So can somebody record that downstairs? Billy By, our audio man, maybe, and I'll just lay out here.
Hey, Ness, I tell you, it's really funny. As Fagan rides Shaw into the hole, and all of a sudden Shaw comes right back into Fagan's lap.
Well, if Fagan, the quarterback, the redshirt quarterback, throws a pass here, it'll be his first pass of the year.
Third down and a long 6. He rolls to throw and tucks it and goes down. And Michigan will have to kick.
What a difference this Michigan offense right now from the game last year at this time.
You didn't have to wonder who made that tackle, did you?
Yeah.
No.
Chad Henne, Jake Long, Hart, Arrington, Manningham, all those guys played in this game and barely got over 100 yards against the Ohio State defense.
Laurinaitis, that was his 11th tackle of the day. I said earlier he might get 20. I wasn't kidding. Here's the kick. Remember, Small took the last one on the fly and took it 81 yards. He's got to get out of the way of this one as it rolls dead at about the 44-yard line. Great field position again, though, for Ohio State with 1:54 remaining in the third quarter. Reminder, coming up tomorrow, you've never seen an American Music Awards lineup bigger than this one. You'll get performances from Beyonce, Kanye West, Rihanna, Coldplay, Alicia Keys, and a lot more. All the winners are all decided by you. Red carpet special starts at 7. Then Jimmy Kimmel will host at 8. 2008 American Music Awards live on ABC tomorrow night. With Bob Greasy, Paul McGuire, Stacey Dales, Brad Nessler with you from the Horseshoe in Columbus, where the Buckeyes now are starting to separate from the Michigan Wolverines, 28-7. Pryor wants more, and he's got Robisky again. Not quite. Oh boy.
Well, let me tell you what happens on this play. Robisky, if he runs straight down the field, he makes the touchdown. What he did, he started to bend in towards the post a little bit, not to get rid of the defensive man Warren. He just started to bend it inside, and the ball was thrown to the outside. Had he stayed outside, Greasy would have had the touchdown.
Well, I think what happened was Robisky was running where it was open a little bit to the inside. Pryor was throwing the ball the way they always throw it in practice. So what you have to do is don't make up your mind how you're going to throw it before you get in the situation and see what's going on.
Second down at 10. Herron bottled up by Tim Jamison right at the line of scrimmage. 1:40 remaining in the third quarter. Let's talk about our performers of the week, Paul.
Yeah, I took Sean Green of Iowa. This guy for the 11th time in a row over 100 yards rushing.
Grease?
Nate Kimmick, he is a senior at Mount Union. He has 114 touchdowns, which is the all-time college football in the history of college football.
I'm going to go Kerry Collins, the old man of the Tennessee Titans, former Big Ten Player of the Year, and he's got the Titans at 10-0. We're going to check Stacy's after the play. Seems like there's a familiar name underneath her picture. Third down at 10. Pryor, here comes the pressure again. Remember, all his sacks came on third down today. Might be another one here, but he's buying time. And throwing long. And it's caught by Sanzenbacher.
He threw a duck.
Yeah, he threw a duck, but Sanzenbacher was so wide open, it was unbelievable. Everybody is chasing Pryor around. He's dodging people. And Sanzenbacher, you'll see him way downfield by himself.
The play is made by number 2, though.
Oh, for sure.
Around one guy.
Missed one time.
Around another guy.
2. He missed him twice.
Yep.
Now he throws a duck. If he would have thrown this ball solidly, he would have caught it and gone in for a touchdown.
At the 21-yard line, first down. And now Herron. And Herron's got a big hole left side. All the way down to the 2. Our performers of the week, Stacy, who's the guy you got?
Well, obviously you guys saved the best for last, not to take away the luster of the game right now, but my brother, Burke Dales, he is the punter for the Calgary Stampeders, and they're playing in the Grey Cup tomorrow, and he won the game ball because he saved a touchdown. So kudos to my brother, very proud sister on the side.
Little sis, there you go. That ends the third quarter. Good luck in that title game in the CFL tomorrow, Burke.
Yes.
We're going to walk way down to the other end. And that's going to make some fans happy that are in the other end zone because we played 3. All Ohio State right now at home, leading Michigan 28-7.
Remember this place?
Of course. It's where we first met.
What about here?
Our first date. Our first kiss. I don't remember this place.
You will.
The 3-stone diamond ring from Kay Jewelers, where every diamond is hand-selected. That's just one more reason Kay is the #1 jewelry store in America.
This is where I said yes.
Every kiss begins with K.
At a time when others don't, Nissan delivers. 0% financing on many of Nissan's most popular models. Nissan delivers. Attractive lease options on our full line of vehicles. Nissan delivers. A Nissan Altima or Rogue for only $199 a month. Or a brand new Versa for under $10,000. When you need it most, Nissan delivers.
I don't know. Maybe you should have been the blonde.
Maybe you should just listen to the game.
Maybe if you shaved your legs like me, the sneak-in would have worked.
Maybe if you hadn't lost our season tickets in a lawsuit because you got cheapo insurance, we'd be inside the stadium, watching the game, dressed like men. Huh?
I don't want to get into this she said thing.
Getting cut-rate insurance to save a little money could end up costing a lot. Call an Allstate agent today for a free Good Hands coverage checkup. Are you in good hands?
Tuesday, January 6th.
Nobody died!
The Doctors of Scrubs have found a better place to operate.
Mrs. Gallagher, you look very beautiful today.
Yeah, your jaundice makes you glow.
And that place is ABC.
I'm so happy.
They've even brought a friend to heat things up.
Clear.
Courtney Cox guest stars.
And might I add, ching.
Scrubs, all new episodes premiering Tuesday, January 6th, 9/8 Central on ABC.
There are a lot of letters that can represent someone's intelligence. IQ, MBA, PhD, but the letters that really say genius to me, MPG. The Toyota Corolla gets 35 miles per gallon highway and tells you when your tire pressure's low. Smart and good looking. Now it'd be nice to find a guy like that.
Nothing compares to the Toyota Corolla, the best-selling car of all time. Visit your local Toyota dealer today and get 0% APR financing for 36 months on new 09 Corolla models. Toyota, moving forward.
No job is too small. Andy on call can help.
Ohio State's offense chopping at the bit to start the fourth quarter at the Michigan 2-yard line. First and goal. Pryor, play action, man wide open, tipped and almost intercepted. A couple of guys had a play on that one in the corner. Neither could bring it in. Donovan Warren hanging over there. Rory Nickel, the tight end, was the intended receiver.
All the skill and all the talent Terrell Pryor has in his elusiveness, this is one thing he's got to improve on. The receiver was wide open and he could have gotten the ball to him, and Rory Nickel was wide open, couldn't get him the ball, but you know, you can't act for too much too quickly, I guess.
Right.
Now you run it.
Second and goal at the 2. And whistle stop play here.
I guess they thought the defensive guy may have intercepted it before he went out of bounds.
Well, I thought he had a great play on it, but I did not think that he caught it until he was already in the green portion over there at the far side. So they'll take a look at it. Let's go back to basically the same play and angle and try to take another look at it. And again, Donovan Warren, number 6, is the guy. He's got his hands on it at that point.
He's juggling the ball as he's going out of bounds. Now he's got right there. He's got both hands on the ball. He's got one foot down. Wow. Now does he have control of it when he hits the ground?
Can't see it.
It was a sensational effort, and I said almost intercepted because I thought he caught it, but I thought he was out of bounds when he finally got the second handle on it. Right there.
Possession.
Yeah, look at his left foot is down, Ness.
That guy right there could make a call. He should be looking right at it.
Here's another look. I think he's got it all the way, guys.
Yes, he does. They're going to overturn this. They're going to give Michigan the ball.
And he does hold on to it when he lands out of bounds.
And you see he's not lobbying for anything. He thinks he made a pretty good play just to break things up, much less if they're going to give him the interception. But that would be a shocker on a play that everybody, I think, in this stadium thought was just dead. And that it was going to be second and goal at the 2. That might not be the case.
And if they overturn this and they start booing, I'm leaving.
Get out while you're still safe.
Yeah. Because they're not, I'll tell you, they're building up already to boo.
Well, they were booing us the last 30 seconds of our last TV timeout because Ohio State couldn't get their offense up there fast enough. Terrell Pryor waiting like everybody else. And here's a call.
The play stance is called incomplete pass.
I guess they just didn't feel like they had enough evidence to overturn it.
Paul is safe for another play.
And that was close. That
Yeah, it
gone
was.
Either way. Yep.
It was a great play. I'm going to give Donovan Warren a lot of credit. That was a sensational play over there in the corner.
Now they can run it in.
Remember, it's Herron in there. Dan Herron, not Meanie Wells. And he's the tailback in the eye. 2nd and goal at the 2. He gets the call. Herron, 2nd touchdown of the day from 2 yards out. So Ohio State adds to its lead and starting to pull away in this annual rivalry. Everybody thought maybe this would be what would happen. And unless Michigan's got some quick answers, this is what's going to happen, I guess. Ohio State trying to go to 10-2 and 7-1 in the conference. And then they will, I'm sure once they get out of the locker room, hustle to wherever they're going to watch the second game today on ABC. That being Penn State and Michigan State. And they'll be cheering for the Spartans, the Buckeyes, that is. So Dan Herron filling in for Beanie Wells. Pretty good fill-in, I'd say. 2nd touchdown of the day, follows his blockers from 2 yards out.
You're watching ESPN on ABC.
A young lady come in the store, and she was shopping for a phone for her husband for Christmas, but she was concerned that he was going to end up finding out. I told her, I said, we can do the upgrade on your phone, and we'll leave his old phone still activated. When he goes to bed, you take his SIM card out of the phone and put it in the new one, and then wrap it up. Have somebody from another room call the phone, and it'll ring under the Christmas tree. And she thought that was the greatest thing in the world. I could just imagine, you know, the look of excitement on his face when that box started going off.
During the Hummer Red Tag event, when you see some red, you save some green on all 2008 and 2009 Hummer models. Like the all-new H3T, the nimble, tough mid-size pickup with full-size capability. Or the rugged mid-size H3 with lower annual fuel costs than many SUVs. During the first ever Hummer Red Tag event, the price on the tag is the price you pay for incredible values like this. Visit your local Hummer dealer.
Monday, the 2-night season finale event begins. The final 3 face off, and there will be one champion.
Everybody better get out of the way. That's my title.
ABC's Dancing with the Stars live 2-night finale event begins Monday, 8/7 Central on ABC.
How did all this happen? It happened because you left, Jack.
We need to protect the people that we left behind.
Where are we going, Mommy?
We're going on vacation, baby.
People are trying to kill us. Where are you going?
Let's go get them.
ABC's Lost. The premiere event arrives Wednesday, January 21st on ABC.
35-7 Ohio State's rivalry week. And this rivalry, 105 years in the 105 games. It's actually way more than 105 years. Started in 1897. But the 2008 version is kind of going south on Michigan right now. They fight over the kick return. Sissoko brings it the other way. And again, put down at the 22-yard line. The ball might be out at the end. Hold on. It was a big collision again, and now we've got some shoving again by both teams. And there's flags down as well. Bill Lemonnier is pulling bodies apart. And it is Ohio State football.
I think Beckman's going to go in the game.
Marcus Williams on the bottom of that fumble, but we still don't know what the penalty's about. We're about to find out.
Following the play, we have dead ball personal fouls. We have number 40 on Michigan, number 10 on Ohio State. They offset Ohio State's ball, first down.
So all those collisions on kick returns today have produced another turnover. And here comes senior captain Todd Beckman as we go back and show you the end of the play. And the ball is out right there. And covered by Marcus Williams.
The big thing is Todd Beckman in the final game at the Horseshoe gets in.
With Maurice Wells. And Wells stacked up after a pickup of about a yard. I think a lot of you know the Todd Beckman story. Senior captain out of St. Henry, Ohio last year. MVP basically of the Big Ten. And then here comes the big hotshot recruit Terrell Pryor when Todd Beckman had troubles against USC. That's about the last time he saw the field for the most part.
Well, he has played some this year, but surprisingly little, more than he should. I thought he should have been in some of the other ball games. And who knows, if he would have played against Penn State, that loss may not be there, even though Pryor threw for 225 yards. Or thereabouts. Still, I mean, this guy was your voted captain by the players before the season. 3 games into the season, they lose to USC. The next game, Pryor gets the start and has started ever since then.
We talked to Jim Tressel about this very occurrence yesterday, and we said, Coach, do we expect to see Todd Beckman? It's his last game. He's a senior. He's a captain. He said only if the game would dictate. We said, what if the game got out of hand? He said, we never planned for that. And then we said, would you put him in just because he's a senior? And he said, for just a token gesture, no, we wouldn't. Well, they've got a big lead. They've got plenty of time in the ball game. They can use him, I guess, the way they want to use him. And here's Todd to the end zone. Touchdown. Good for him.
Boy, he had Heartline wide open, too. This place is going crazy, guys. I'm telling you.
There's another captain, and there's his coach. That's just plain a good feeling, no matter who you're cheering for in this game. Notorious extra point is good. Todd Beckman. Back where a lot of people think he maybe belonged earlier. That's nice. Terrell Pryor says, that's my guy. 42-7.
You're watching ESPN on ABC. America's biggest automobile company and its dealers want to help get you the loan you need. It's General Motors financing that fits, offering access to millions of dollars and hundreds of lenders to help get you behind the wheel. It's our way of putting you and America in the driver's seat. During the Red Tag event, the price on the tag is the price you pay. Get a Sierra for $18,913 for a total value of $7,202. See your local Buick, Pontiac, GMC dealer.
I can make this dollar bill grow so huge, it'll weigh over 1 pound. Boom!
It's huge.
Pizzone for only $1.
Save me a bundle.
Right now, get a Pizzone for $1 when you buy any large pizza. Only from Pizza Hut.
You girls have fun.
It's time to unleash your inner Santa. Head to Santa's other workshop, the Home Depot, the one place with everything you need to make your home festive, inside and out, all at guaranteed low prices, now even lower. Bring the holidays home for less at the Home Depot.
ESPN College Football on ABC. Brought to you by Best Buy. You happier. Powered by Pontiac, official performance machines of the NCAA. And Pacific Life. For insurance, annuities, and investments, choose Pacific Life. The power to help you succeed.
That's a happy day in Columbus. The Buckeyes rolling now. They've scored 21 unanswered points in the last 5 minutes, 38 seconds. Most recently, Todd Beckman's touchdown pass to Brian Hartline. And now Aaron Petrie has got it teed up. Laurinaitis and Freeman chomping at the bit to get back out there again. And a line drive kick. Fielded at the 10 by Odoms. Odoms out across the 35, and Odoms to the 42. Nifty return by Odoms as we go out to Times Square studio, New York. Here's Matt Weiner. Matt.
Brad Sports Center right now is powered by Vizio. Florida's the only top 6 team aside from Texas Tech and Oklahoma playing today. Tim Tebow has 4 touchdown passes. The Gators have got to work against the fighting Paul Maguires of the Citadel. It's 42-0 there. Meanwhile, North Carolina has turned it over 4 times thanks to a fumbled kickoff. NC State put together back-to-back touchdowns in 14 seconds. That leads by 3 touchdowns.
The fighting Paul Maguires. I like that line. That's good.
Yeah, my boys. We're going to hold them under 100.
Sheridan back in there after being banged up earlier, trying to get it out to Odoms. Incomplete. Reminder, coming up at the conclusion of our game, we'll select a Chevrolet player of the game from each team. Chevy will make a $1,000 contribution to each university's general scholarship fund.
So you're going to explain to me about how the ACC champion is going to be selected to play in the championship game?
I'm going to tell you a little bit. Hold on.
I wish somebody would explain it to us. Oh, boy. Now we're mixing it up a little bit.
I was going to explain it to you guys, but there's only 13 minutes left to go in this game.
And Marcus Freeman comes over to kind of calm down James Laurinaitis.
Well, this is what might happen now the rest of the game, is that the game is decided right there.
That's a good block.
No, he's not. He's holding him. That's what Laurinaitis, that's why he's mad at him, because he was holding him. That's the center, David Malk.
I think Laurinaitis might be coming off the corner right here. Nope, backs away. Draw play. Nice run by Michael Shaw. Got it out to the 48-yard line. Now James Laurinaitis, other than that headbutt a little while ago against the Michigan center, well, he's done a lot of things. How about right into Sheridan's chest on that one? And then, hello, Mr. Sheridan again. And then gobbling up the ball carrier, making collisions in the middle, reading every play as he always has since his freshman year.
You never see him look bad.
No.
You never see him look bad. He never misses a play.
Even when he doesn't make a tackle, he's in the picture somewhere. 11:41 remaining in the ball game. The Buckeyes rolling on Michigan.
America's biggest automobile company and its dealers want to help get you the loan you need. It's General Motors financing that fits, offering access to millions of dollars and hundreds of lenders to help get you behind the wheel. It's our way of putting you and America in the driver's seat. During the Red Tag event, the price on the tag is the price you pay. Get a G6 for $18,613 for a total value of $1,682. See your local Buick, Pontiac, GMC dealer.
I'm sorry, my signing still isn't very good. I learned a new sign to show you. Merry Christmas.
The Leo Diamond, the first diamond ever certified to be visibly brighter. That's just one more reason Kay is the #1 jewelry store in America.
Do you like them?
Every kiss begins with Kay.
There's no greater joy than giving to your kids for their first tooth, first steps, first set of wheels, first day of practice. But only one gift protects a lifetime of firsts. Life insurance from New York Life ensures your loved ones will always be taken care of. With 163 years of financial strength, it's the most selfless gift you can give. New York Life, the company you keep.
Pepper in some fun with Chili's to go.
Thanks for calling Chili's.
Trust Chili's to go to get your order right and right on time. We even give you an exact time so you can pick it up at its fresh, hot, and delicious best. It's just what you'd expect from Chili's to go.
Nothing transforms any room of the house quite like a fathead.
Yeah!
Go to fathead.com and enter the code at the bottom of the screen for your chance to win a free fathead.
In just one day, the 2008 American Music Awards, live tomorrow on ABC.
11:41 remaining. Terrell Pryor there with the hood, standing behind his coach. His day is done. Maurice Wells going the wrong direction on that play as Brandon Graham got in there to make the stop. The reason Terrell Pryor's on the sideline, if you're just joining us, he had a 2-touchdown day today. It was for Ohio State a situation where they could give way to their captain quarterback. And I don't know, you and I are kind of cheering for that. We're not cheering for anybody, but it's good to see Todd Beckman get back in there.
And I got to disagree with the way Jim Tressel handled this whole thing. I like Jim Tressel. He knows his team. He knows his players. But here's a guy that was the MVP of his ball club last year. He was a leader of his team this year. He was the All-Big Ten quarterback last year. He led you to the championship game. And after 3 games, you take him completely out of the mix. And he doesn't get in to not many of the ball games. He got in a couple of them.
A little bit against Northwestern.
But you would think that if he was still in the mix and still active, he would have taken some pressure off of the true freshman Terrell Pryor. Now, Pryor went in and played well, but there are going to be times through a season, the last 7 or 8 games, that your freshman is not going to play well, and you're going to need an active Todd Beckman to come in and throw one of his 30 touchdown passes like he did in his career. Come in like he did when he just came in here. Very calmly, he's a passer. He's not a runner like Pryor, but he's a passer, and he gets things done through the air.
He was in there with all the other seniors yesterday in the football offices with Laurinaitis and Freeman and company. As he goes deep and got his man again at the 35, Robisky. Senior to senior.
You know, the other thing is some of these senior wide receivers like Robisky and some of the other receivers, when they shifted over to Pryor, a few balls came their way. He's going to come down here and just break to the middle.
But you know, Grace, you were talking about Pryor throwing the ball to a pre-designated spot. Watch where Beckman throws this ball. Right on target. It's perfect. It's the way the pattern was supposed to be run and where the ball was supposed to be thrown.
He's the prototype big, tall pocket passer with a good arm, and he's got it down to the 34-yard line again. Maurice Wells. Wells weaves his way to about the 30.
Now,
going to take a look at our Pacific Life game summary. Statistically, up to the minutes, and as you might guess, a big advantage for Ohio State, 400 yards in total offense. That third down's been a killer for Michigan today.
Well, how about Beckman? He's 2 for 2 on third down. One's a touchdown and one's a long gainer.
Yeah. Brandon Sane joins Beckman in the backfield now. On 2nd down and 6, right at the Michigan 30. And Sane gets the handoff, and he'll be dropped for a loss. You can help decide the Pontiac game-changing performance of the day. If you go to ESPN.com, search Pontiac to determine which school will win $5,000 and a chance to win $100,000 at the end of the season. Get involved. Vote at ESPN.com. Jim Cordell, the left guard, gets up limping. And they're going to help him to the sideline. Well, co-champs maybe. Rose Bowl, that's still in doubt. Ohio State's done its job today. The next 8.5 minutes, then they have to await Michigan State's and Penn State's. Our second game on ABC, and they'll be watching that one because if the Spartans, who they beat, can upset Penn State, then the Scarlet and Gray would be heading to Pasadena.
If not, these guys might be headed to a BCS Bowl.
Yeah, maybe.
Or they'll probably be headed down to Orlando in the Capital One Bowl.
Beckman, Wells, did he catch it? He did. Good job, Maurice Wells, keeping his eye on the ball. Had to catch it a couple of times.
Getting back to Beckman, I know he didn't finish the season strong last year. He had a couple of bad games. National championship game wasn't a good one. And then he started off the season, and he didn't play well at USC. However, he is a commodity. He is an asset. He is a value to your team. And I just feel like they should have kept him active and got him more involved throughout the season.
Comes off now as on 4th down, John Thomas in to punt. Drops it at the 5 and on a one-hopper at about the 2-yard line. Perfect kick and great coverage. Michigan in a big hole and in a big hole when we come back.
The all-new H3T, the most versatile Hummer ever.
Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Someday, yeah.
Wherever you are, whatever it takes. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hi, I need some help. I'm 10.2 miles past exit 6 on 44 East.
With unique features like Help Me, TomTom puts emergency assistance at your fingertips. TomTom, go confidently.
Extra hotel night in New England.
You're going down, Manning.
That's right, I am.
Free.
4th floor. Get a massage today. I'm excited.
Extra night in Cleveland.
Don't choke on it.
Free.
Good call. I'll just cut it up and put it into a fruit salad or something. Thanks.
Extra night in San Diego.
Morning.
Take a hike.
Free.
You know I'm going to do that.
Getting world-class rewards no matter who you are.
Weather here's sweet.
Priceless.
Nice.
Get a World MasterCard and get free hotel stays and more. Send a personalized sweet talk from Peyton at priceless.com.
Aerial coverage brought to you by Goodyear. Get there on triple tread technology. Great shot of the horseshoe full to the rafters for the 105th meeting of Michigan and Ohio State. It's all Ohio State right now. Michigan, you can see where they are right on the 1-yard line. And is it going to be a safety?
No.
No, they're going to give him to the half-yard line.
Nathan Williams with the hit.
Just remember one thing, you know, when you're coming out of the end zone, the whole ball has to get out. Going in, you just have to touch the line.
It's looking worse for Michigan now. As Paul said, the half-yard line, the 1-foot line, whatever you want to call it, we'll look right down the line of scrimmage with you. Shaw covers that ball with both hands and got out to the 3, maybe the 4. Nick Patterson made the stop. And we're down to 6:40 remaining in the ball game. Michigan will be dropping to 3-9. And this will be a 5th straight win for Ohio State over Michigan. It's never happened before. Michigan's troubles, you can think about their 3rd down conversions. They virtually don't have any. They're 1 out of 15, and it's 3rd and 8 right here. And Sheridan's in his own end zone. Sheridan all the way to the Michigan bench with that throw. Rich Rodriguez made the catch, but it's not a first down. And that frustration shows on the face of the first-year head coach of the Wolverines.
Well, next year this ball club is probably going to be a lot further along offensively just for having gone through this.
Right.
He's already signed a couple of freshman quarterbacks that are going to come in January. His type of quarterback that runs and throws and, just runs a spread option. So
Mesco, another nice punt all the way out to the 49 to Small, who had an 81-yard return earlier today. He gets this one to the 37-yard line.
I will lead like Tom Brady.
Be powerful like Joe Thomas. I will play with passion like Marion Barber. And be relentless like Bob Sanders. I will.
I will.
I will.
Maurice Wells on the carry. Might have lost a yard on the play. Mouton, the outside linebacker, made the stop. Started to talk about Todd Beckman earlier, that we talked to all the guys in the football office, and all the seniors were in there. Friday afternoon is the day that they all get together and they go to the hospital to visit all the folks there. And there are 27 players making their final appearance as seniors, as well as student coach Chris Reisland. And now Todd Beckman's getting a big ovation as he's coming off, and Joe Bauserman's going in. All the captains and all the seniors can get together and warm up now, because their day is done. Second down and 11. Brandon Sane gets the carry. He's wrapped up by Charles Stewart. ABC coming up, Dancing with the Stars. Lance Bass, Brooke Burke, and Warren Sapp face off for the last time. A new champion will be crowned. Entire cast of stars is back for the special 2-hour season finale. The event starts Monday at 8, 7 Central, continues on Tuesday at 9, 8 Central on ABC. Who are you taking, Grease?
I'm taking the lady.
Brooke?
Yep.
Okay, I can't argue with you. I'd like to argue with you.
Yep.
I mean, I'd like to take Warren.
Warren's done good, but the lady's going to win.
If she doesn't, there's something wrong. But, it's the votes that count, you folks. Vote.
You sound like
Tom Bergeron. Tom, I'm taking your job. You can come up here and do a game next week. I'll come and do Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
Maurice Wells down to the 32-yard line. Well, the harsh reality for the Michigan kids is the seniors are going to go away and never beat Ohio State. For the Ohio State Buckeyes, even the 5th-year seniors can brag about never losing, and they'll get another set of gold pants, the little medallions there that they give out when you beat Michigan.
Yep.
It's the 75th anniversary of the first time they gave out the gold pants awards to the seniors if they beat Michigan, and they have now for what will be in 3.5 minutes the 5th straight time.
Why do they give gold pants to Ohio State?
I don't know. It's just what they do.
I know. I mean,
they should give scarlet pants.
You'd think that's a Michigan thing, gold pants.
And the punt rolls inside the 10 again. We check in at Times Square Studio. Here's Matt.
All right, Brad, our nominee for the AT&T ESPN All-America Player of the Week is West Virginia's Pat White, who today became the Bowl Subdivision career leader in rushing yards by a quarterback. He's also accounted for 5 touchdowns. And you know what? If that were an AT&T wireless phone, he could text his vote at 51234 to vote for himself.
Yeah, Pat would have looked good here today in almost the same colors. It would have helped Michigan's offense a little bit. Justin Fagan is the guy that's taking the snaps here in the late stages of the 4th quarter from the 9-yard line, and he'll just run it to the left. And out. maybe to the 11. Don't forget, coming up tonight, Texas Tech, the Red Raiders traveling to Norman. Dangerous spot to play football against Bob Stoops, who's got a tremendous home record, I should say. Saturday Night Football presented by Southwest Airlines, part of Rivalry Week presented by Samsung Mobile on ABC tonight at 8 o'clock.
Did you know that Mike Leach was one of those coaches that never played football?
One of a handful.
Yeah. Charlie Weiss.
2 minutes, 55 seconds remaining in the ball game. You know, I got to tell you, Texas Tech, their basketball team, Pat Knight warmed up just for the football team. 167 to 115 in basketball the other night over East Central.
Yeah.
They only had 10 guys in double figures.
They had to start scoring when they were in the locker room.
167 points, Pat. Your old man never put it on anybody that bad, I'll tell you that much. Now to the final couple minutes. It's going to be a long bus ride for the Wolverines back to Ann Arbor. Quarterback draw by Fagan. And out to the 17-yard line. Our Chevrolet players of the game today. You're looking at one of them. James Laurinaitis, 11 tackles, a major impact as always from his linebacker position. And Brandon Miner for Michigan. In recognition of their efforts, Chevrolet will make a $1,000 contribution to each university's General Scholarship Fund.
Who currently holds the nation's longest active regular season win streak at 33 games.
Regular season win streak.
Yes.
At 33 games. I guess you got me there.
Mount Union.
Mount Union.
Division
You
3.
pull that one out every year, don't you? You've been pulling that out for 3 years.
They're only 2.5 hours up the road from here.
Well, Ohio State. James Laurinaitis led the way, one of the senior captains, a two-time captain. And his running mate, Marcus Freeman, another tremendous impact on the ball game today. Brian Rubisky, he goes out in his Ohio State career in brilliant fashion with a touchdown catch. And then Heartline from Todd Beckman. Those are just some of the senior moments that those guys will be reliving in the locker room. And then they'll head and probably watch the ball game together someplace to see what's going to happen between Michigan State and Penn State. Again, this one puts Ohio State in position that if Michigan State, who Ohio State beat earlier this year, if Michigan State beats Penn State in our second game on ABC, then the Buckeyes would be heading to Pasadena.
Mark D'Antonio, the coach up at Michigan State's done a great job. Used to be the coordinator here at Ohio State.
Yep.
I don't think they're quite ready for that top rung of the Big Ten yet. I think he's done a great job. Well, they 9-2 so far?
Yep. I think Brian Hoyer's going to have to be very effective today. They just can't lean on Javon Ringer and think that that's going to be good enough. And Penn State, Joe Pa looking for his 383rd career victory. Another little skirmish going on. Well, that's what it's all about. You know, it started at 11:36 this morning. If you missed the beginning of our ball game, as they were heading to the locker rooms, these teams had to cross paths, and cross paths they did. And that's the way it's been for the last 3.5 hours now. That's why Paul was down there. Paul, you wanted to feel the intensity. I think you got the drift from the cart today, didn't you?
Hey, you know, we talked about all the hitting and all the things that were going on. You showed it. Most of them were seniors. But I'm going to tell you what, it was fun down here. You could hear everything, and they were whacking, man.
And they're going to the final gun here, final 40 seconds. So Jim Tressel looks out there and says, nobody's ever done this. He's 7-1 against Michigan, and he's won 5 in a row against the Wolverines, the first time in school history. There'll be better days if you're a Michigan fan for Rich Rodriguez and the Wolverines, who are not going to a bowl game, obviously, and they dropped to 3-9, 2-6 in conference play. So the Buckeyes 10-2 with a win, big time here, 42-7. Let's check in with Stacy.
Coach Tressel, just your initial sentiment right now finishing a game like this.
Well, you know, it was a tough ball game. It might not look like it with the score, but it was a 14-7 game, and it was a battle, and I'm awfully proud of the way our kids played, and you know, it's good to get that win and get part of that Big Ten championship, which is exciting.
Coach, what's your reaction to winning 5 in a row and basically setting history here at Ohio State?
Well, that's what our goal was. We knew that no Ohio State team had ever done that, and we wanted to do that, and we did it against a good team.
Coach, what will you tell your seniors when you head into the locker room?
We're awful proud of them. They're an unselfish group willing to do whatever the team needs, and we're proud of them.
Last question, a bowl game ahead for you guys. What do you do for the next few weeks in preparation?
Eat turkey next week, and after that, I'm not sure, Stace.
Perfect. Thanks, Coach.
Bye-bye.
We asked Coach yesterday, when you have such great players like Laurinaitis and all these seniors, do you kind of get emotional because you know how bad you're going to miss them? He said, well, I still got a bowl game. Then I get emotional and realize how much I'm going to miss them. Let's go back down to Stace. She's with our player of the game.
James, you're our player of the game. Explain to me what you're feeling right now in your last game here as a Buckeye.
I'm feeling very blessed just to be a part of all this. Ohio State, Michigan is the greatest rivalry in sports, and to be a part of this, and my senior year is unbelievable.
What stands out in this rivalry for you? You guys basically set history with 5 in a row against them.
I think it's just the passion. There's so much passion between the schools. There's a lot of respect there. Even though there's a heated rivalry, there's a lot of respect. Both have been successful in the past, and they will be in the future.
How do you celebrate with your other seniors tonight?
Oh, I don't know if I can mention that right now. Just sit back, reflect on a great career.
Thanks, James.
Thank you.
He told me yesterday, he said, don't forget to remind everybody my high school Wyzetta is playing in the state championship in Minnesota. He's thinking about that, and he just won 5 straight over Michigan.
There you go.
Quite a player, quite a game, all Ohio State. 42-7 the final for Bob Greasy, Paul McGuire, Stacey Dales. I'm Brad Nessler. Let's go to John Saunders, Craig James, and Doug Flutie in our New York studios. Fellas.
All right, Brad, thanks a lot. So things are very, very simple in the Big Ten right now. Penn State getting ready to face Michigan State. If Penn State wins the game, then Joe Paterno and the Nittany Lions will be headed to the Rose Bowl as Big Ten champions. If Michigan State were to win the game, then the Ohio State Buckeyes would be the Big Ten champions. So you can bet the Ohio State Buckeyes right now are headed to their nearest TV set to watch Penn State and cheer for the Michigan State Spartans. As you see the standings right there, the top 3 teams with 1 loss. Just quickly on this Ohio State-Michigan game, Michigan's got a long road to go to get back in this.
The one takeaway that we take as athletes, or at least I think we do from this football game, was the fact that Michigan's football team came out in the first half and they played with passion. I thought they tried. They gave it all that they had. They just don't have quite what it takes to go out and compete on a week-to-week basis, especially against Ohio State. Yeah. But if you go into the offseason, Doug, don't you go in there and say, hey, look, guys, we played hard at least, and you can build something from there.
Well, you can see what you can do with just emotion. And they did in the first half. They put themselves in a position to have a chance anyway, just from a motion standpoint. The thing I was happy to see was Todd Beckman get in the game, throw a couple nice balls down the field and show, he did a lot for this team last year, took them to a national championship game. I was really excited to see him in there. And I'm not sold on Pryor throwing the football yet.
If I'm Penn State now, I'm not sure that I'm not a little bit worried, because now Michigan State has nothing to lose at this point.
Well, and they were already concerned about this game. Last night I had a chance to speak with Tom Bradley, the defensive coordinator at Penn State, and he was like, man, you must be bored calling me. Like, trying to figure out what you're going to do. Javon Ringer is a tough runner and a tough challenge for Penn State's defense. But Bradley said the thing that concerns him the most is that they throw the ball so well at Michigan State, and especially when they throw the ball to Ringer in the flats. That's the challenge for Penn State. Penn State will be motivated. They're going to come out and they're going to play and they're going to get after it here. Michigan State playing loose. We'll see how that responds for them.
Well, the trick is to make them one-dimensional and try to take one thing away. And you've got to commit to stopping that run game. And Ringer's got 20 rushing touchdowns this year. So make Hoyer be the guy to beat you throwing the ball. On the other side, Penn State is two-dimensional, been balanced all year long. They had a couple of rough spots, but Darryl Clark's done a great job of that offense, and they can throw the ball. They got weapons on kick returns as well, so they can score a lot of ways.
Penn State, one of the one-loss teams, but not one of the one-loss teams that in the talk for the national championship race right now. Florida would be one of those one-loss teams, and taking a bit of a break off to face the Citadel today for Urban Meyer. Tim Tebow is going to shake off a tackler and throw to Riley Cooper, 43 yards.
You know what? I forgot film study this week, John, on the Citadel. I'm not sure. Does this count? Do the stats count for the season?
The Cadets, they come and they play hard.
Get out of here. Is this a Heisman stat day for Tebow?
Their third team at Florida would go out and compete and beat the Citadel.
Tebow, 3 touchdown passes.